everybody. Hi, everybody. How are we? Hi. Hello, everybody. Let me pull up chat so I can see what's going on. Hello, hello, hello. I have my lamp right in my face. Hang on. I got to turn it off. It's hurting my eyes. There we go. That's better. Hi, everybody. I have Jules with me. Let me bring her up really quick so we can say hi to everybody. Hello, Jules.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today?
Oh, the chat is going. Let's go up here and say hi. Metamom, hello, hello, hello. Natasha Rennie, hi. Hello, Ellen. Ellen is one of my mods. Hello, hello. Mary Jane. Let's see. Slipper Sloth, hi. Chemistry Queen, hello, hello. I love this one. Doodlebug Fart, hello, hello.
Yeah, that name is funny. I see that in chat a lot.
Evie Marie. And yes, thank you everybody for joining us this evening. We've got some. I mean, would you call this a bombshell, Jules?
I find it very. It confused me. I think you found something extremely strange indeed, for sure.
Yes. And I did speak with the attorney on the case, and I'll go into that in just a minute. Okay, so again, thank you everybody for being here. Hope everybody's had a good day. Remember, you can join the channel now, and I've got some cool stuff for members. Tina B, Mary Jane Doe, Renee, Doozy, hey, how are you doing? Criminality is in the house. Hi, honey, how are you doing? Let's see. I try to go through these as fast as I can because I know people don't want to sit through this for very long. But I do like to say hi to everybody. Gloria, hello, hello. Shay Benet, hi, honey. How you doing? And Caddy Crime Ghoul, hi. Let's see. Gloria. Is it Steven? I don't have my glasses on, y'all. If I put on my glasses, then I look really ugly. So I don't want to do that right now. Okay, Tattletales, Stephen Martin, DS. Do you see people you know from your welcome everybody that's coming from Jules' channel? Thank you so much.
Sorry, I had to delegate out some Oreos to my kid.
Hey, I want a couple. Would my mods drop Jules' link, please? This is Jules of all trades, everybody. Everybody knows Jules. Everybody loves Jules.
Hey, hi.
Hey, hi. Okay, let's see. I hit the wrong button. I meant to mute for just a second. Let's see. Hello, hello, Carol. Hi, how you doing? It's that time of day where it's kind of getting dark in my room, but if I turn on my lamp, it's going to be right in my face.
So, your lighting is good, though. We can see you really clear.
Okay, good. Baby Boop, Ellen, I already said hi to you. Typically unique. Oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to say hi to everybody because I've only gotten like halfway down. Mom first always, and it just jumped, so I lost where I was. Don't you love StreamYard? Okay, there we go. Dara.
That has been giving people a lot of issues here recently.
Yeah, it has. Okay, let's see. Stim KB, hello, hello. I hope I'm getting everybody. Hope everybody's had a really great day. Olivia, too. Donna, Dara. Oh my gosh. And Jules says hello, hello. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and start, and then I'll say hi to people as we go along here. Okay. Now I can put on my glasses and look all ugly, and it don't matter. Hey, Fofa. How you doing? Oh, did I just see Glowbug? Hello, hello. And the Riddler's here. Hi, Riddler. How you doing? Oh my gosh. Brandywine, it's your crime. Hi. Oh my gosh. Natural healing. Oh my gosh, you guys. I can't say hi to everybody, but I want to so bad. Unravel. Hi. How you doing? Okay. So originally I was making a video about the case just in general, and I was like gathering everything up, and I started looking through the footage after the Alexee Trevizo's on her case. The state put in a new motion, and I was looking through it, and I was going, wait, what they have put in this motion does not match what we have seen on the footage. So I'm going to get to what we found, but I want to update everybody really quick on the case, because I know some people in here might not have a clue who this girl is, but it is a very big, important case. So, oh, and by the way, a new document just dropped on the Idaho 4 today, just now. It is an affidavit, and I'm going to show you real quick, and then I'm going to I'll look into that later. It's just an affidavit, kind of like an entry of appearance for Brian Kohberger's expert witness on DNA. Yeah. And yes, I am right now working on some information that I have found on the family tree and how they got to it.
Brian's?
So interesting that this dropped today. So I'm going to work on that later. All right. So here's my screen. Okay, so this is a little video I was putting together, and I'm going to play this to, I think I can, yeah. It doesn't have audio anyway, because I was just working on the video. So just to reacquaint everybody with the case, this is Alexee Trevizo, 19, in New Mexico. She kind of traded one orange outfit for another, didn't she?
Yeah, pretty much. So that right there always blows my mind. Like watching her, obviously pregnant, lifting up that chick, it just drives me crazy.
Yeah, it's insane. So you guys, anybody in chat not familiar at all with this case, or does everybody know who she is and what happened with the baby in the trash can in the hospital? There's that picture right there. I don't see anybody. Yes, Riddler. Thank you. Everybody, please hit that thumbs up when you come in. I really appreciate it. Okay, so this is the first amended complaint. Now, this is really, I did this just really, really quick. When you see these pages go by, it's going to be quick. So you guys, if you want to see this document, you're going to have to go back later and come through here, and you can pause on each page. But for our purposes today, this is just a copy to show everybody that she filed a wrongful death lawsuit against the hospital. And that kind of goes along with the footage that we were going through and something that I found. So that's why I included that here. So it's going to go through these pages pretty quickly. See all these pages down here? I think it's like 19 pages. So, and these are just general photos of her. This was her 8 months pregnant at Christmas time. And she was 4 months pregnant in this one. So sad case. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of pages to this. You're welcome to go back and pause and read each one of those if you'd like. I'm going to, once I get done with this video, I'll upload it as well, so you guys can have that. Okay, I'm going to skip forward because we don't really need to see all that. That's
and those are documents from her lawyer, right? For the wrongful death suit?
Yeah. Okay. Yep, wrongful death against the hospital. This is the actual case on her. This is her murder charges, first degree and tampering with evidence. She has a pretrial hearing. Well, actually, they have a motion hearing coming up on the 22nd. I have probate court that day, so I'm not going to be able to update it until the next day.
Yeah, but I have stuff on that day too I got to deal with.
Yeah, the 22nd is a real busy day for me. But her pretrial will be January 2nd, and then the trial is in February. But what we found going through this, and I got several other creators came in and looked at this as well. But I trust Jules' judgment on this stuff. And I wanted to make sure that what I found wasn't nothing. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to just put nothing out there. So I know we can speculate all day on a lot of stuff, and that's fun to do. But I'm not really a fan of it. I don't know why. So this is the state's their response to her motion to reconsider conditions of the release. It kind of shook me on this next page here. I'm going to show you guys. This is just catching you up on the case, guys, okay? Here in just a minute, we're going to get to the footage and show you what we found in there. Oh, I forgot. I made this really big because in the video, I was going to read it for you guys. Okay, so this is kind of interesting that she's wanting permission to go and be at the same college as her boyfriend and not have to be restricted from seeing him, you know?
Did something come out about that today? I feel like I saw something with a headline about that today.
No, they don't have their hearing until the 22nd, so I don't know. And I just talked to her attorney today. He didn't mention anything.
Okay.
But I'll look and I'll look it up after I get out of this video. This is really weird that the judge actually put her under an order to not have any dating or intimate relationship. And they said that they wanted to mitigate the risk of the defendant reoffending in such an egregious fashion while she's pending trial for first-degree murder. And they're saying that by describing him as a boyfriend, that she's in violation of her terms. Like, I'm sorry, I don't care what she's done. I don't care what anybody's done. Do you not have the right to have an intimate relationship if you want to?
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen that before.
Yeah, this just dropped on the case.
No, I mean, I don't know if I've ever seen a judge put that kind of stipulation on somebody before. Because even people that are like on probation and stuff like that, like they're not told, hey, no relationships.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me. It really, really doesn't. Hi guys, if you just came in here, appreciate you joining. Bear with me. I'm just doing the update really quick on the newest document, and then we're going to go into the footage, okay? So I just found this, I was just like kind of offended as a woman. Like, you're not going to tell me if I can get some or not. I don't care what
especially since she's not a minor. Like, she's not a minor in this entire situation. She's a full-grown adult.
Yeah, it's kind of shocking to see that.
Yeah.
So they went over some stuff in this document. Oh, now I can turn my lamp on. Hang on. So I need to see my notes. Hang on, guys. Okay. There we go. I love my lamp, but I don't like it in my face. And the way my corner office is set up, there's nowhere else to put it. Alrighty. Okay. So I'm going to stop for just a second. Hi, Julie.
Yeah, Rissa made a good point. They probably just don't want her getting pregnant again because they know that they got this entire court thing. And if she gets pregnant whenever they're trying to put her in prison, that just puts something on the state to have to deal with. That might be why. Precaution for their own selves.
Yeah, I know.
It's just still strange. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to address that too, Sunflower. It's crazy what we saw. Yeah, there's differing opinions on whether or not they knew. And that's crazy as well.
Yeah, I think the photos speak for themselves, but how the hell could you not?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how she did it. And that's, if you guys haven't seen my previous video on this case, go back and catch up fully on everything. Okay, so, I mean, I get them not wanting her to get pregnant and stuff. It just seems like a violation of some.
It does.
Seems really weird. Okay, so in this motion, they put statement of facts, and where's my little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So I went through and looked at all the footage and all the notes and documents and stuff. And 1, 2, and 3 are true. Let's see. Number 4 is not correct. On number 4, they put hospital staff were forced to get a key from security to enter the restroom. That is absolutely false, and it's on video. That the CNA is the one who went and got the key from the desk, and she said so in her interview with the police, that they keep the keys at the nurse's station that was right next to the bathroom.
So and they didn't even end up using it, right? They didn't even use it.
And she didn't use it, right?
Right.
So that's really weird that they would say that, knowing that it's clearly on video that there was nothing from security. I remember when we were talking about it, I was going, that doesn't make sense. They would have to have a key nearby in case they needed to get in there in an emergency.
Right.
You know? Okay, so that's not a big deal, though. Hang on. So 5 was true. Let me skip forward. Okay. It says 5 was true. When they entered the bathroom, they did see a large amount of red stuff. Okay, so here's going to play I'm going to hit play here so you guys can see the video. The 1:38 is when she went into the bathroom. And there is see, this is the CNA coming with a key. It's on a lanyard.
Just as slow as she could have gone. Not like she's in a rush at all.
Yeah. And then here she comes out of the bathroom at 1:57. So she was in there for, what, 20 minutes? 21 minutes? Am I doing that right? And then she just walked back to her room, which was like right underneath the camera over this way a little bit. Okay. So so number 6, let's see. It says, concerned by the large amount of blood, nursing staff checked both the toilet and trash can for evidence of a pregnancy or miscarriage. The toilet and top layer of the trash can appeared to be empty. Now, keep that in mind, y'all, from initial inspection. What's funny about that is, see, check the toilet and trash can. So either they just glanced over and didn't look, but I did an experiment with the same like liners and stuff with a doll at the bottom of it. I'm going to show you guys that. I don't understand how that's possible that she didn't see. Nobody saw. 3 adults, 3 medical professionals didn't see. And I'll show you my actual trash can with the same exact hospital liner. It's completely clear.
Yeah, I don't understand that either.
How are you doing? Hey, Sunflower. Bethea's Bite Reloaded True Crime. I love that channel name. That's cool. Okay. So number 6 is just weird that they didn't see anything. Number 7 on here, and yes, I'm going to be getting to the footage as soon as I get done. I only have a couple of these to read and point out the inconsistencies. So number 7 says, when a custodian cleaned the bathroom, they noted that the trash can was inordinately heavy. As housekeeping pulled the trash can liner, hospital staff found a newborn in the trash bag. That's not on the video, is it, Jules?
No, it looks as if the lady in the black scrubs is the one who pulled the liner up from on top of the baby, not the janitor. Yeah,
it's really when you see the footage and what should be there but it's not, you guys are I think you're gonna be like, what? And yeah, I did talk to Alexee's attorney today at length about this, and yeah, I'll get into that as soon as I can get caught up here on the case. All right. Number 8, people are misunderstanding this. I've seen a couple of channels that are covering it. It says nurses began to administer life-saving measures on the newborn boy, but he was already cold and blue. Number 1, keyword is began there. They didn't actually perform CPR. They just assessed him, and it was too late. But as somebody who's worked in hospice, and I'm fully certified with CPR and BLS certified, still, there's a saying, you're not dead until you're warm and dead. So I kind of wish they still would have tried, but I don't know. It had been 20 minutes, you guys. It's really sad.
Yeah, I don't understand the cold and blue. I mean, I understand maybe some sort of discoloration in the lips or the face a little bit because of the lack of oxygen after that first breath, and then what she did. But cold, he'd only been out of her warm body for like barely any time whatsoever. I don't see how that could be descriptive.
Yeah, I mean, it wrapped up in a sealed container as well. It doesn't. I don't know. It just doesn't. Ugh. Okay, number 9. Let's see. Okay, so it was Heather Vargas that declared him deceased. Number 10 is true. Okay, so here's a big one that's on the footage that's not true in their motion here. The attending physician advised the defendant of the discovery of the newborn and that life-saving measures were unsuccessful. Again, they didn't do any life-saving measures, and they did not say that to her on the footage. They said nothing about that. Nope, they didn't at all.
I don't remember them mentioning anything about that whatsoever.
Yeah, they didn't. In fact, I mean, if you guys, I'm going to put up the channel here in a minute that's got all of the videos, every surveillance video on this case and the cop cams and everything. And you can see everything. So much of this stuff in this motion is just not right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So number 12 in their motion says law enforcement officers were present in the treatment room when the defendant was informed of the discovery, but asked no questions of the defendant themselves. Let's see. So I'm not really sure when law enforcement arrived. It's like they waited for law enforcement to arrive before they went into her room to tell her what they had found. Okay, and then go to the next page. We're almost there. I got one more. That's the reaction here. Last page, number 15. The defendant's mother began asking questions related to her delivery and disposal of the newborn boy, and officers asked her to not speak to her daughter about the circumstances until detectives were able to initiate their investigation. If anybody in here speaks Spanish, there's actually a part in this footage where it appears that Alexee says something in Spanish to her mother after the officer tells him not to talk, and she acknowledged her, but in English. It was really, I don't know Spanish, but I could hear it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I can't tell what that is. So if anybody can dig on that and let me know what she said, it was right here. When you see mom doing this, she comes back over and talks to her again. So it was right after this. If anybody could tell me what that was, that'd be great. Oh, okay. Now, trigger warning before I put these up again. I'm sorry. These are actual photos. It is blurred, but you can see, a little bit of flesh tone. You can tell what's going on there. And this is off of the I don't even like saying it. The newborn body bag. Isn't that terrible?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
So let's see. I think that's it. Yeah. All right. So that's it on that one. Just a second. I'm going to switch over for 2 seconds just because I know that there are creators in here as well that are covering the Idaho 4. There's just this new document. I'm not going to go over anything. I just want to show everybody the defendant filed a affidavit from their expert witness. So if you're following that case, go over there and check that out. Okay. All right. So let me get rid of this now. So I'm going to get to the footage in just a second. I did a little experiment, and I don't know if it turned out right or not. Let me see. Okay, so I took my own trash can, and I put a hospital liner in it. This one has a baby doll on the bottom of it, wrapped in paper towels. It's just kind of weird, isn't it? That, like, you can tell something's there, and it's kind of bothering me,
Well, especially with a newborn baby that would have been covered in things. That would have been dark colored compared to where it's, sitting. I just don't understand how they missed it. The contrast would have been noticeable under that bag.
Yeah, because a clear liner would look like that.
Mm-hmm.
You can just see from all the way to the bottom. But in those other ones with the big doll at the bottom, you can see that there was something there. Just strange. I was just kind of playing around with my hospital liners and seeing what was possible. I actually have it here. Oh, hang on. Oh. Okay. You see?
Yeah, it's definitely still noticeable.
I like to do experiments so I can understand a case, Mm-hmm. You can tell there's something under there. And like you said, if it was something red, for example, you see, I have something here I see red. This is something red. It's my dog's little leash thing. If you had something red, for example, buried down in there, or dark, with a clear liner on top of it, yeah, you can definitely see that.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Turning, it's hard to do it, but anyway. So I did that little experiment. All right, so let's go over the footage. And I want to say hi to, again, everybody in here. Thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate you being here. Let's show them what we found, Jules.
Okay.
Okay. Ready.
Yeah, from the comments, it looks like a lot of people don't know what the trash can actually looks like. Some people are saying that they think it's black. Some people are saying they think it was like one of those silver metal ones. So this might be pretty shocking to a few people.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you again, you guys, what the actual trash can look like. Here. This is what the trash can look like right here.
Yeah. Just a beige, rectangular, plastic trash can.
And you'll see it in the video as well. And I'm going to play in just a second here. Let me get it ready and I'll put it on the screen. Okay. Right here. To go to my folder. I have it queued up and everything here. Hang on. I appreciate you guys' patience with this. I decided at the last minute that I would go ahead and turn my computer off and back on again. So I would have lots of memory for sharing things. And here it is. All right. Hospital. All right, here we go. So, I'm gonna find my timestamp. We wrote down timestamps earlier. I need a few more notes, Jules.
On the timestamps? I don't think you could possibly write any more down. I think you got every second in there.
Yes, like we went through this so hard and made sure. So let that just play for just a second. I gotta find the actual little, here it is. 224, 220, 225 even. Okay. Which is at 5409. Okay, hold on. Y'all, I'm not paying for premium. Sorry.
I don't either.
220, 224. Okay. So this is after. You guys already saw the little clip where she went into the bathroom and came out. And this is after. This is the Leela, the cleaning lady, is in there cleaning the bathroom. So just watch, and you're going to tell me what you see here in a minute. Because I was watching this when this happened, and I was like, wait, what? Go back, you know? And when I've showed it to Jules and a few other people, a few other creators, everybody agreed that that didn't make any sense at all.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
So the exact moment is coming up here in 15 seconds.
You might want to point out the area of the screen that they should be focusing on. Yeah.
Okay. So this right here is what you're going to be looking at. Do you see a trash can right here? Anybody see a trash can outside the door? Nope.
Nothing.
Watch this area right here. And you tell me what suddenly happens. And again, I did speak with her attorney today, and it's verified. This is the real footage and what he received. And see, anybody see anything just happen? Who caught what just happened?
Let's see if anybody in the comments grabs it.
Did anybody see? StreamYard chat is often just a little bit behind real time, so let me know if you see anything. Did anybody see what just happened? I'm going to back it up.
Yeah, play it one more time.
She's in there cleaning the bathroom. And by the way, what happens right here is absolutely not what was on police reports and the interviews. Did anybody catch what just happened? Come on, chat. Do you know what it is?
Michelle said something that we were thinking.
Hang on, my
Blazing Star 2.
How strange. My chat froze. Hang on.
Oh, I'm not watching it on the back of StreamYard. I'm watching it on your YouTube.
Yeah, I'm going to switch over to my chat too here. Bear with me.
Julie, no way. Video looked like it jumped. Plants are my jam.
Well, I need... How do you refresh chat in StreamYard?
No idea. I have no idea. I have no clue about StreamYard. I stay away from it.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, you guys. Yeah, mine froze up several minutes. I'm going to jump out and come right back in.
Edited. Yeah, we noticed that more is missing right there than there should be, in our opinion. Not like a bunch. Well, there could be a bunch, but there's at least 3 footsteps missing in that segment of time, from what I can tell, if it was playing completely.
Lately. Now I know how to fix it. I just jump out and jump back in. Okay.
It worked? Okay.
Let's play it again. See who can see. And again, if you just came in, I did speak with the attorney today and went over this, and he is shocked.
Yeah, that's the thing with the timestamp is we're watching the time as this happens, and it happens in more than one spot is another thing. And it seems as if nothing weird happens with the actual count of the time itself whenever these things happen. But there's definite things missing in people's movements that should not be missing.
Get as close so I don't have to go back too far. Okay. So watch it again, you guys. This is the only place that it does this. So it's coming up. It's going to happen up here. Watch the time. 14, 15, okay. 16, no trash can, no person, right? 17, no trash can, no person. 18, 19, 20, bam.
Now, the part that I feel is missing here is her walking out of the bathroom, placing the trash can down, and then facing the way that she's facing. All of those steps that she would have taken out of that bathroom to get to that position where she just magically appears are missing. She would have had to have bent down with that trash can in her hand. We should have seen her either stepping out of the bathroom to then bend down and put the trash can down and then make that turn, or we should have seen her starting to bend down in the doorway of the bathroom to place that trash can instead of her just magically appearing. But one thing I do find strange again is she's putting her mop away, which means she's already been in there cleaning up. Why is the trash can in the bathroom while she's supposed to be mopping up? Normally, whenever I worked ER cleanup for a children's hospital, everything that could be moved off the floor was removed off the floor whenever we had to mop, sweep, do anything with the room. So it's strange to me that it's not already out in the hallway prior to her putting her mop up. And then we see a glitch in her taking steps to where it just magically appears out of nowhere.
Absolutely. I'm sorry, chat is going so fast. Do I need to slow it down? Somebody tell me if I need to slow it down. Okay, so somebody said they want me to play it again. Super slow. So I can do that.
Yeah, that way they can see. Yeah, because it's definitely strange. There's at least, at the minimum, 2 footfalls, at the most 3 footfalls missing. And I'm just trying to figure out what would be the point of them doing that there.
Okay, so what you're about to see is 10 seconds of time. And again, I went through the entire footage and this doesn't happen. She does everything else smoothly. You can watch her the whole time. It's only at that moment, within 1/10 of a second, that she is suddenly not only outside the room, but she's holding a broom facing the other way and the trash can's behind her. And that's not even the weirdest part, y'all. Wait till you see what happens after compared to what they told police happened. Here it comes. 18. See, at 2:25:19, nobody's outside that door. These are tenths of a second, okay?
And remember yesterday you said even look at the shadows, because you don't even see a shadow of her coming up to be walking out either right before she pops up out of nowhere.
Right after this, she goes back into the bathroom, right? And you can see her shadow all along here as she goes into the bathroom, but you don't see that when she comes out at all. And we're talking about 1/10 of a second of time, and this still keeps going exactly. Okay? If it were to skip, I have had like my security camera, for example, skip, this time would have jumped as well. But it keeps going at the same exact rate while she apparently jumped ahead, like 3 seconds maybe. The time that it would take you to come out, bend over, set the can down, stand up, and hold the broom in the other direction. I don't even know how long that would take. I could do an experiment and show y'all so we can add it up. But
definitely not as fast as Miss Flash right here just happened to do it.
Yeah, Miss Flash. I love that. Yeah, she's got some skills. If she can come out of that bathroom, set the trash can down behind her, turn around, and hold the mop in the opposite direction in exactly 1/10 of a second. The trash can's already behind her, and it was not there 1/10 of a second before. This is the actual footage. I spoke with her attorney today, and he also looked and said it is exactly what they received as well. But he had not noticed this. Gary Mitchell, her attorney, I talked with him today. He is going to call me tomorrow. He wants to, I don't know how much, more I can tell him. But he said he's going to call me tomorrow to talk to me about it more. But we talked for a little while. And okay, so the shadow that Jules was just talking about, did you see her shadow as she went back into the room? We're at 46, so let's see. When she turns around and goes back into the bathroom, you can see the shadow on the floor and the door, but you don't see that when she came out. Hey, Wilby, welcome, welcome. See the shadow on the wall and the door, y'all?
Yep, that's not there before that.
When she comes out, I'm playing the slow motion again. So here it comes again, 10 seconds. Oh, it didn't. Might help if I hit play, right? 12, 13, 14, 15. I have this slowed down half speed. 17, 18, 19, 20. Bam.
Whole different direction. It's just so strange looking.
With the trash can on the floor behind her. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. She threw her baby in the trash. I totally understand that. Why is this so weird, y'all? And why is this an entirely different story than what is on the police reports and the interviews? So I'm going to change this to regular time for just a minute. And you're going to see her. They made eye contact for a minute there. She goes back into the bathroom. She has not touched or looked at this yet, right? Somehow she moved it out in the hallway. And I guess maybe in her interview, she said that she felt that it was heavy. But as of right now, she has not found the baby.
Yeah, she's not acting like she's recognized anything's being wrong.
So now she's looking in the bathroom and doing her final check of the room. Like, did I get everything, right? She comes out. Now watch what she does. Because this is not what she told police. And this is not what the other CNA told the police either. So suddenly, this is the other CNA, the one that had brought the key a few minutes ago. She comes down the hall. She looks, glances in there. Did you see her pick up any baby?
Mm-mm.
So now this lady's just standing there.
Actually, she gets a glove, right? Yeah, this is where she drops her glove and then puts her dirty floor glove on her hand.
Yeah. You guys tell me if she picks up this baby. She bent over, not far enough to reach. She pulled out the hospital liner. And now she's walking away with the hospital liner. Here comes the charge nurse and other people. Okay, he does not pick up the baby either.
Mm-mm.
But it looks like he's checking for pulse and things like that. So then they walk away. She's a CNA. He is the charge nurse. We're going to see the doctor appear, coming around the corner here. Yeah, that's right. I am absolutely not minimizing in any way, shape, or form what Alexee did.
Yeah, not at all.
Make it clear. Not at all. I hope she gets full justice for what she did. Absolutely. But nobody has grabbed the baby as of yet. This doctor, if you just noticed, the doctor, the CNA in the black was nowhere around, right? Did you see her there? Because this is important. This is in the police report. Here comes the doctor. This is the Dr. Vasquez. She comes and checks. What I'm doing is I'm pointing out inconsistencies because that's exactly what we're doing in the Brian Koberger case, right?
Yeah.
So she tells him, she's pointing, bring it in here, bring it in here. He picks up the trash can with the baby. God rest his soul. And they're over here now on a gurney.
And right about there is where they're taking the baby out the trash can. You can kind of tell by their movements. Let's see, there's the doctor's hands.
Now you see something right there. Okay. So that the CNA in the black is nowhere around right now. I don't even know where she went. She's nearby, I'm sure. But in her police report, she stated that she picked up the baby. I'm going to play that now real quick. That she picked up the baby and ran it, gave it to the charge nurse, and then they ran into the trauma room. And I don't understand that inconsistency. So
yeah, because they all walked away and left the baby in the trash can right there for like another minute or so. Yeah.
Right. Bear with me. Here it is. Okay. Okay. 45 seconds. Okay, here is the girl in the black. This is going to be her testimony. This is after I watched the whole thing to take notes. So let me get the timestamp again. Okay, 2:27. You remember me reading the documents, right, guys? And I pointed those things out so I could show you how they're not what was said to the police.
Him call for me, and he was like, "Laura, you got the spare key to this bathroom?" And I was like, "Yeah," because we keep like a ring of keys by the desk where I sit. So I went and I got the key, and just as we were getting ready to open the door, she opened it, and all I saw was.
Okay.
So again, the state's motion said that they had to go get the keys from security. That I know that's not a big deal, but it matters when you're in court. Okay, so the next one was 303 when she divulged that the lab tech took photos and videos.
It does have the footage of that. She's on vacation right now. Is Erica, and she works in lab.
She took photos of it?
Before, because she was like, "Whoa, this is like."
Well, I didn't know that.
Yes, and I didn't know that either till just recently.
And so, who is that?
Erica.
Compost or
no? Let me give you her last name. Just a minute. I'm terrible with last names.
Oh, you're good.
Wow.
Have the
Erica
video?
Salas.
Yes.
Okay, so
it took this woman telling the detectives that another lady has photos of the room. Like she didn't even think to come forward and tell the cops, "Hey, just in case, I have a picture of what it looked like before they cleaned it."
Exactly. That had happened 3 months before.
Yeah. Wow.
And nobody like, hey, guess what? I have photos of what the bathroom looked like. Because they were needing that information. But anyway,
and this is the one in the orange outfit, right? In the video.
No, she's in black. She's in black.
No, the yesterday, whenever we were looking at it, wasn't it the lady in orange that was holding open the bathroom door and taking a photo with her phone?
Correct. That's Erica.
Okay.
That's the one she just said.
Okay, that's what she's talking about. That was the girl in orange.
Right,
okay.
right. And then the next one is at 6:20. This is absolutely not what we just saw on video, you guys.
Cleaning it, and then she went to pick up the wastebasket, and then that she put the basket down, and she yelled for me, and she was like, "Lori, come here, the wastebasket's heavy." And I was like, what do you mean the wastebasket's heavy? So when I picked it up and I moved it towards the door, I was like, shit, it is heavy.
Did she just say that she picked it up and moved it towards the door? She was nowhere around at that time, was she? I'm not muted, am I? Can you hear me, Jules? Can anybody hear me?
Oh, you must not saw my message. I said I was getting water real quick. Did you say? What did you say?
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I sent it in the private chat. I thought you saw it. I had to get up and grab a cold water.
Oh, I get it. No, StreamYard's been acting so weird, so I thought maybe it was frozen up because chat's frozen up again over here anyway. Did you hear her just say that she picked up the trash can and moved it toward the door?
No, that's the part that I missed.
Heavy. So when I picked it up and I moved it towards the door, I was like, shit, it is heavy. So I pulled it out. It had like a fresh liner inside, so we didn't think nothing of it because we looked. So when I pulled the liner out, I was like, paper towels, and we had rolled trash bags already in there, but she had grabbed a few and like balled them up and put them on top of him. So when I removed them, that's when I noticed the baby on the bottom of the trash can just wrapped in the bag. Like she had it tight, like because it was the top was twisted. And then,
okay, I don't even want to hear any more of that. It's really hard to listen to. Okay, so let me see if there's anything else. Okay, 7:30. Here's where she said, and you guys just saw the video, nobody picked up this baby. She said she did.
That's when I noticed it even more, because all I saw was black and purple. But once we picked it up, like the bag suctioned to his face. And that's when I yelled for my charge nurse, which was HT. And I told him, hey, she put her baby in the trash can.
That is absolutely not what happened. She says she picked up the baby in the bag. The bag was suctioned, blah, blah, blah. And then she hollered for HT, which is the charge nurse that we saw with the do-rag on his head. That's not what happened on the video.
I don't remember her even reaching inside of there right away at all.
Yeah, no, she didn't pick up the baby or tell HT to take the baby to the trauma room, which I'm going to play now. She said at 7:48 that she was the one who told. Yeah, it's coming up in 3 seconds.
And so I handed the baby to him.
See, she just said she handed the baby to him, HT.
And he took off to the trauma room and opened up the bag, and then that's what.
And he took off to the trauma room, which is where they were standing, right? That's not what happened.
Are Bernedoodles the right kind of dogs for you? Well, you're in luck. My name is Finley, and I'm a Bernedoodle.
Oh, they were cute.
Right? Okay. This is when the police were here. And they were telling everybody what happened. She was telling this somebody that probably didn't even need to know. I left this playing over here on my other tab this morning. Woo! Okay. 54. Okay. So you guys can see this part again. I'm going to make sure I'm on regular time, normal. Okay. You can see that when this hits 20, she's going to just appear in the hallway. The cleaning lady. See that? It continues.
I just don't understand why it takes the janitor, like, what seems to be an extremely long time after apparently taking that trash can out the bathroom to even, call somebody over.
Yeah. So she went back in the bathroom. And I don't understand it because, like, where did the trash can just suddenly appear from? It doesn't make any sense. They're not talking to her at this point. She's just going about her work, right? She's going in and out. She just looked at the bathroom one last time. Now watch, she pushes the cart forward just a little bit. And now she said something to somebody and they came. Now she's pointed at the back at the trash can.
Yeah, that whole interaction is just strange.
It doesn't match what she said in her interview at all. It just doesn't. And you're not supposed to put gloves on your hand when they hit the floor, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm really curious as to how many times she's done that with an actual patient.
Oh my God, that's nasty.
She did it so nonchalantly, like it just was nothing.
Right. Okay. Bear with me just a minute. I'm going to check chat here. Looks like I need to slow chat down. Hang on. I can tell I do. It's way too fast. I can't even follow it. I know I have it open in another window, but Okay. Sterilization. I'm going to say 10 seconds. Should be good. That should slow it down a little bit for you guys. I'm sorry about my puppies. Hang on, I'm going to mute myself. I can tell Daddy just came out of the office because they always bark like that when he's done with his work for the day. Okay. And he comes out of the office. It's like he gets home. He hardly comes out of the office all day long. He works 4 12-hour shifts. He is in there the whole day. So when Daddy appears, they get all excited.
That's the new normal, right? That's the new coming home from work. Yeah, that's how it is for me too. I just turn around in my chair.
Exactly. Okay, so the whole thing doesn't make any sense. And, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, nitpick a lot of things. And that's great. But I prefer to just look at what we can see. And I have all the other footages up here, but I'm going to look at chat. What do you guys think of the skip? So the movement skips, but this does not skip. It still stays like now suddenly she's 3 or 4 seconds ahead of real time. And that's not how cameras work. Weird. That is not at all how cameras work.
Yeah. Like there's just way too many steps missing.
Yeah.
I feel like if maybe we had seen her like walking out of the bathroom with it in her hand, and then somehow it sort of maybe glitched to where she had just made that little turn, it wouldn't be too big of a deal. But we don't see her shadow walking up towards the doorway. We don't even see her exit the bathroom. The trash can is the biggest part of this entire thing, because that's where the baby was found. It's just really strange. And the why is the reason, because this is already obviously, Alexee's fault. She damn well knew she was pregnant. I don't care what her mama tries to act like. There was a conversation had between them about discarding of this baby. I don't care what anyone else tries to say. Her wording in that room tells me this was a conversation. Nothing takes responsibility away from her, in my opinion. But I just don't understand what something that seems so clear cut is that. I don't see why they would feel the need to do this. Right? If this is really what it looks like, which to me it is, there's way too much missing there. I just don't understand the reasoning behind it.
Exactly. So I see I have some new members. Let me go ahead and do that while we're waiting for her to suddenly play Flash again here. Glowbug, thank you so much for becoming a member. I love it. Thank you so much. And bam, there she is. She disappeared. Oh, you joined, Jules. Thank you.
I did.
You are a member. I'm a member in yours too. And Dara Johnson, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome, welcome. I really appreciate the support, guys. I really, really do. My StreamYard chat has frozen up again. I'm going to hop out and hop right back in. Hang on just a second.
Okay.
All right, I'm back. And yeah, I mean, it's all updated now. The chat looks good. I wanted to be able to do that so I can read the comments here, or I can highlight some of you guys.
DS made a good point. This is possible. What if it's because she kind of like, tossed the trash can down kind of hard, not realizing what was in it, and that's what they're kind of trying to hide? Because that'd be something that you might not want the court to see.
We're gonna watch it again. I don't understand why it is why it's like this. Here it comes. See, that is a 1/10 of a second, you guys. A 1/10 of a second. All right up here.
Mm-hmm.
The clock remains running exactly the same, yet she is somehow 3 seconds ahead. So in her, I guess it's a Mandela effect, y'all, because in her timeline, it's like 2:28. In real time, it's still 2:25. It doesn't make any sense.
Oh, are you supposed to be
No,
showing
not
something on
minutes.
your screen?
Second, not minutes. Oh, good Lord.
So she's talking about the timestamps, but I don't see anything.
Lord. Yep. Thank you so much. There we go. Okay. So she's seconds ahead, at least. Like, let me go back here. Sorry, guys. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. See, still nothing outside the door. Right here. 1 second. There's no way you can walk out of the bathroom, set a trash can down, turn around, and be messing with a broom facing the other direction in that amount of time. Please, somebody explain that to me.
Yeah, I don't understand it either. There's just way too much motion missing.
Yeah. So let me see. What do you guys think? Did I ever have a poll show up, by the way?
I don't think I've seen one.
So. Okay, I set one up in Bautismo. I set up an account there, and I'm not sure how to make it appear over here. I'll figure that out later. That's an interesting thought. But why would they? I mean, actually, you guys, you can actually see when the girl takes the photo.
Yeah,
I'll show you.
It shows it. Mm-hmm.
Let me speed it up and I'll show you exactly, because that's not hidden, actually. Actually, it was back here, wasn't it? It was before.
Before they even call the janitor, the girl in the orange is holding open the bathroom door with one arm and taking a photo with her other. And I think I think you can still see whenever she takes a picture of the trash can, because I don't know if she's taking a picture of the trash can right here or just the bathroom itself, because this is prior to it being clean. At this point, there's supposed to be blood everywhere.
Right. Yeah, this is Erica, the one that takes the photo, and you'll see her do that. She's pointing to the lovely red stuff. Let me put it on real time here. And then it's right up here. Yeah, okay. You can see her phone. She's got her phone out right there, and she got her phone in her hand.
Holding the door open so she could snap a picture.
This is the girl that took the photos that the other girl was telling the police that she did that.
And that was 3 months later, right?
Yeah, didn't tell anybody for 3 months
she
took those photos.
So I wonder what she did with those photos in the meantime. Like, I wonder how much of that she like shared all over, Snapchat and stuff. Just, oh, look what happened at work today. People are crazy.
Well, I have the photo one of the photos that she took, but I'm not going to share it because it's bad. I'm imagining, I'm not showing that one. Nope. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ezzy. Hi. Okay. Aw. She has a baby. Yes, I absolutely agree. And again, I just want to make it clear, I'm not minimizing whatsoever what she did. Oh, hang on. Okay, my little girl's playing with them. That's why they're barking. Okay, so Chris, you want me to put it in slow-mo again? I can do that. Hang on. Which part did you want to see in slow-mo? Because I think it's going to be, is it 54? 54:20. Slow-mo. I'll even go down to a quarter speed. Yeah, that's not clear. See, she just appeared. That's I went a little too far. 4, 10. All right, so she's in the bathroom doing her thing, cleaning. I slowed it down to 1/4 speed so that it's no mistaking what happens in that little blip of time up here. So watch that. When it hits 20, she's going to appear here. Two seconds. 19, nothing there. 20, nothing there. Watch. Bam. I did that slow again for Chris.
Yeah. I'm still not understanding why the trash can was allegedly still in the bathroom the whole time while she's supposed to be cleaning up stuff off the floor. That's not normal. Should have already been out in the hallway.
Hi, support with Steffa. Thank you so much for joining tonight. She left the bathroom at 1:57, and this baby's not discovered yet, and it's 2:25. So how long is that? 1:57, 28 minutes. Is that right? 5 and
yeah, I mean it wasn't very long. I mean, babies are born not breathing and without heartbeats all the time, and doctors can still get them up and running, sometimes, with a whole hour after the fact. So I mean, to me, I don't know. The umbilical cord is a question to me because I don't know how the hell she was able to disconnect the umbilical cord. I've heard rumors
give birth completely silent. That's just weird.
Yeah. So I don't know if something was maybe wrapped around the baby in certain ways or if it was just the way that she bagged stuff up. But we know for a fact that the baby breathed in oxygen before he passed away. So that tells me right there the baby was healthy enough to have possibly been saved to a certain degree, maybe, if they would have taken things a little bit more seriously. But I mean, it's very nonchalant, the entire thing. We don't see anyone rushing around whenever there's blood in this bathroom, even after she's dripping it all the way back to her room. And now this situation, and even after the janitor calls them over, they're just walking all nice and normal, like there's nothing happening. I don't know. I mean, it's just very strange.
So here's the one where, okay, so you guys know how we had been thinking this whole time that she knew she was pregnant by the physicians that they had told her.
Mm-hmm.
This is the triage nurse that you saw on the film walking around and stuff in the hallway while she was in the bathroom. Well, let me read you what he said in his interview. Very interesting. Can't find my notes on him. Oops, not his. Oh, good grief. Oh, no. I did it on text up here. Okay, so this is his interview. His name is Chris, triage nurse. At 30 seconds in, he says that they put her on medication before they even did anything. Watch this, which is weird. Like, what medication? The detectives didn't even ask him, what medication did you give her?
Beginning from like when you first saw her to when you left?
Sure. So I triaged the patient.
Okay.
Brought her to our triage room, asked her some of the intake questions, and then moved her to a treatment room. I probably started an IV, gave some medications.
Okay. Anything else?
Okay, so he said there he started the IV and gave her medications, but he did not state what medications.
Did he also just say probably started an IV?
I know, right? Yeah, I probably started an IV and gave medication.
I was wondering if I heard that probably, but yeah, I guess he did say probably.
We do know from the medical records that she received morphine.
Mm-hmm.
About 10 minutes before she went to the bathroom. And that's another thing. After I talk with her attorney again tomorrow, he told me a couple of things on the phone today. And I didn't ask if it's okay to repeat them, so I'm not going to repeat them. When I talk to him tomorrow, I'll ask if that's something that I can put out there or not. But it has to do with this person. Okay. Yeah. So he said that she'd come in for abdominal pain and flank pain. He states the doctor came in, did a quick assessment in the triage room, which he's a nurse of, and from there, we gave her some pain medication. Okay, I'm going to hit play.
What was her chief complaint?
Chief complaint, I can remember. I think it was abdominal pain or flank pain, something like one of those two.
Do you remember what treatment room you moved her to?
Possibly 2. I think it might have been room 2.
Okay. Yeah. Anything helps you remember that?
No, just looking at, kind of thinking of the layout of the ER.
Gotcha. So you triaged her from, did you bring her in from the waiting room?
Yeah.
Okay, so you brought her in from the waiting room, took her in the treatment room, and then, you triaged her, you just got her chief complaint, did vitals?
Chief complaint, vitals. I believe the doc came in and kind of did a quick assessment in the triage room before we moved her back to a treatment room. Then from there we gave her some pain medication.
He just said from there, we gave her some pain medication.
Started feeling a little better, and then she said she needed to go have a bowel movement, and that's kind of when the whole thing happened.
So really, you guys, she was in the final stages of labor. She got that pain medication, and they always tell you, these are medical professionals in an emergency room. If they have somebody in that, and he's not even getting to the part that's going to blow your mind. They all knew that she was pregnant. They didn't, and they got her blood work back showing she was very, very pregnant. Mm-hmm. So when a woman is very pregnant and they're telling you, I need to have a bowel movement, guess what that means? They need to push.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it feels like. I've been through it 3 times, I know. And that's what it feels like. Why did that not alert anybody?
A full, medical staffed area that should know the signs of these things.
Yeah. I mean, I what she did is horrendous, and I hope she never sees a light of day, frankly. However,
can we go back over that? Because help me explain the order of the testing that was done, because was there any sort of urinary test whatsoever, or did they just straight up draw her blood?
Yeah, he explains it here.
Okay.
Yeah, he does explain it. He said that she got triaged first by him, then put in a treatment room where they did their standard questioning and standard urine testing, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the internet's been full of rumors that she knew at that point, that they came in and told her. But now, granted, yes, I think she personally knew.
Oh, yeah.
From a legal standpoint, you have to be clear with a patient. You have to be completely clear with the patient. Instead, he's about to tell us that they withheld that information from her, waiting for the doctor to come. And that is when she asked to go to the bathroom, where all that happened.
But they were all in full.
So what did you do? Yeah. So when she went to do the bowel movement, where were you at?
Initially, I was at the nurse's station. And then at some point I went and kind of checked on her, knocked on the door, seeing if she needed anything. She denied. She said she didn't need anything.
Did you hear anything?
I didn't hear anything.
Toilet flush? Yes.
After a while I started hearing. So I probably checked on her 2 to 3 times. I'm not exactly sure. And then I just kept hearing paper towel dispenser and flushing and the water running. And I knocked again. Did she need anything? denied anything in it. Eventually, it got to a point where I said, "You need to come out," and I asked the clerk to get the key to unlock the door, because obviously she locked the door to go to the restroom. And whenever we finally had the key to unlock it, she opened it and just kind of walked out.
Did she say anything at that point?
She didn't say anything. She was just looking kind of straight past me and went back to the room.
Did you look into the restroom?
I did.
Yeah, what did you see?
Went into the restroom and I saw a large amount of blood.
Where?
And it was on the floor. It appeared to like she had tried to wipe it up.
Okay, so it's in 30 seconds when he explains about the order of the testing, okay?
Okay.
Hello, Words Case Studies.
But he's making it seem as if she was answering him back.
Yeah, saying that she didn't need anything. Yeah.
And so does he ever mention if he hears any sort of distress or anything in the way that she's responding? I mean, because I doubt that she was just nice and calm when she was answering him back.
Apparently, the way she was speaking didn't raise any alarm bells.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Apparently not, right?
The only thing that got their attention was the water going and the constant flushing and the paper towel dispenser going off constantly. So now's when the part comes where he admits something here.
In places, it was kind of on the back wall behind the commode, the toilet. And so I said, "You okay? What happened?" And she said, "I'm on my period," she said. And she walked out. And then I went in, because at this point we had already received the positive pregnancy lab test.
When was that?
I couldn't tell you the exact time, but I know prior to that, we got a positive pregnancy test on her.
Okay, prior to the bowel movement, did you tell her that y'all got a positive?
No, the doc hadn't been in there to tell her yet.
Okay, so, okay.
There you go.
So at the time that she walked out and he was like, "What's all this about?" And she was like, "Oh, it's that time of the month." He knew she was lying and didn't react. Exactly.
I don't understand. He said that when he looked into the trash can, he saw only a fresh liner. Nothing else was in there. No trash, paper towels, etc.
No red stuff. No
Nothing.
Other fluids from, popping a baby out in the bathroom. I don't understand that.
I know, right? The other girl said that when she looked into the trash can, this is what's interesting, she saw paper towels.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why that's different either.
Yeah. Okay, how did she put it? It was paper towels. He was wrapped up fairly tightly, but then there was some additional bags like bundled up on top of him. That sounds like there's like a whole lot of there's a mass of stuff underneath that empty liner. I don't see how that could have been missed by all these adults.
Yes, exactly. By a clean liner. I'm gonna.
Show them that one, because these are exactly like the ones the ones I personally used at the emergency room I worked at look just like the ones you're about to show.
Let me remove that for just a moment. Okay. So I did the same thing, you guys. I hope this doesn't trigger anybody, okay? I'm really sorry if it does. But I took one of my little girl's little baby doll, folded up. Hold on. I got my hand in the way here. Okay. This is baby doll. About the size of a newborn. Put it in the bag with a bunch of paper towels. I hope I don't break her because she's porcelain. This was one of my mother's. Apparently, the psychopath did this.
Yeah.
God, may she rot in hell. So this is to represent what might have been visible in there as well. Okay, so if you put this down in the bottom, it just looks like that, right? But if you take a clear plastic liner, and these are the hospital ones, you put it on top. Even pushing it down to try to like look like there's nothing else in there. You can see that there's something in this trash can, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everybody see that? Would you look in there and think, oh, there's nothing in there, that's just a clear liner? Or would you say, gee, there's something underneath the liner?
Well, in that photo that you showed earlier,
common sense.
The photo that you showed earlier, even though it's blurred, you can see the color contrast.
Exactly.
That should have been like an instant giveaway that there's something wrong here.
Which is exactly what you can see here in real time.
Yeah.
I'll pull that photo up again really quick for everybody. I'm going to turn my camera back off. Okay. But let me make sure I got everything off of this one before I close it really quick. I'll show you my notes. I have like extensive notes on the interviews with these people. Let me check here really quick. Okay, so 4:47, I need to continue for just a minute more.
Okay.
Right there.
Oh, it's not on screen.
Oh. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. All right, so here's where he admits again the doctor had not told her.
All right, and then so the doc hadn't told her that she had popped. So like,
the doctor hadn't told her that she had popped, which means tested positive. Popped always means positive.
Yeah.
And he said no.
Because speaking with Vasquez, she said that, and don't quote me on this, but like y'all did a urine and then a blood.
But right, so typically they'll do a urine and that just tells you negative, positive, and then they do the blood. It kind of gives them a range of how far along.
So did the urine come back after as well, or so did all of it come back after she came back?
It probably all came back before.
Okay.
Before.
But the doctor would be the one to tell her.
Yeah, the doctor would be the one to go into the room and tell her. And after she came out of the restroom, that's when she went in to do a vaginal exam. Obviously, we didn't know what this blood was.
So you see right there, they actually had both of the results together, and they had not gone into the room to tell because and it's completely normal. The doctor is very busy with other patients,
right,
and hadn't gotten back around to tell her. So she did not. She knew, right? She knew, but for legal purposes, they hadn't legally told her yet.
Yeah.
And they allowed her.
She knew, but this is going to end up being what the courts look at.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we think. Doesn't matter what we even know. It's what they can prove in court. In court, they can prove that they had not legally told her yet. And on top of that, they knew, and they still let her get up and go to the bathroom.
Right, and their actions are what matters the most at this point. I mean, yes, again, this doesn't take anything off of that idiot. But they're very much aware that now we have all these, these two different testings that are coming back. And that blood test is going to say she's pretty much far along, because it seems like there was questions about how far along the baby was. And the baby was full term. Like, she was going into active labor because the baby was ready to naturally be born when this happened. So they knew, without her ever being told, that she was full term, literally in active labor. With these testings coming back, with that HCG test, I can't even talk all the way, HCG test that shows how far along she was, they would have known, with her having pressure in her stomach, with her having pain, and now her needing to go to the bathroom, with those testings saying what they were saying, that was not a good idea, and they should have never let her go in there unsupervised. So their actions are very, very important right here.
Exactly.
That's just something I want a lot of, like, the people in chat to understand. Like, I am disgusted by this little girl's behavior. There's no excuse for it whatsoever at all. And, Sleuthin feels the same way, but, liabilities need to be put where they are and responsibilities need to be put where they are. And if the hospital did something wrong here, it doesn't take away anything that idiot child did. But this is these are people, these are medical professionals that are around people's loved ones and sick people all day long. And look what we see them acting like. They don't care about the situation. They're very nonchalant. She's dropping gloves on the nasty floor, putting a back on her hand. There's a lot wrong all the way around in this footage.
Yes. And right here, the first time I saw this, I didn't catch it, but there was this person that was pushing a transport chair down the hallway to come get a patient. And she stops her. And watch. This is the one that took the photo, remember?
Yeah. So they're obviously like telling them about what's going on.
Yeah. Is it here? Or is it? Yeah, it's right here. I don't know who this person is, but if she's not involved in her care, that is a HIPAA violation. Now watch what she does. These are employees, but the thing to understand is if you are not directly involved in somebody's care, even if you work there, you are not supposed to share any information about a patient with anybody else. Mm-hmm. I've been in it for years. So then she's whispering in this person's ears, and watch what she does. She's about to show her how big the baby was with her hands. Like, oh my goodness, how big? See, right there. Did you see that?
Yeah, I sure did.
She's telling her all about what's going on in that room. She shouldn't be doing that.
She's the one that the whole time she's just been on her phone, leaning up against the desk. She hasn't done a dang thing the entire time besides just look like she's doing nothing at all, getting paid to do nothing. And now she's just gossiping about stuff that she's illegally talking about, technically.
Yeah, that isn't. I don't know if that matters in this case, but she shouldn't have been telling whoever this is, no matter who they are, anything, unless that's the hospital administrator, which I highly doubt, because she was pushing a transport chair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's just, I was bothered by that. Okay, so I'm going to go back just one more time for anybody who has missed it. I'm going to go back and play the portion that we saw earlier. Okay, it was at 54. Yeah. So again, watch here. I kind of went back almost a little bit too far because, hang on, let's skip for just a little bit. Okay. So in 10 seconds, she's going to appear outside the door within 1 second. But again, there's no trash can here. She's going to just suddenly appear right here, facing this direction, holding a broom, and the trash can with the baby is behind her. Very strange. $18, $19, $20, bam. Everybody see that? Does anybody have
just so strange?
Yeah. So that's not how cameras work, y'all. If it was going to skip forward to her being out here, you know, there with this missing few seconds, I think somebody in chat is correct that she may have done something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I noticed that comment earlier, and that's the only thing that really would make sense to me, because I mean, all of the fault still goes on Alexee. So it's not like, you know, anything that the janitor would have done with the trash can at this point would have made a difference in this section of time. But that's really the only thing I can really think of, that, you know, maybe she, you know, tossed it down a little bit too hard and they just didn't want that in there because of what comes afterwards.
Yeah. I want to answer Angel. She said, but why call her attorney? I do that because I always go to the source. As long as there's not a gag order on a case, it's fine. I would never call family or anything like that. Yeah. But to call attorneys and district attorneys, you can call the court clerks. There's lots of people you can call on a case. as long as there's not a gag order. And there's not, and he had no problem talking with me. The reason that I called him was because I wanted to know, number one, if he was already aware of this and it was already explained away or something, fine, no worry. I would just move on with my life, right?
Right.
But he was completely unaware. And was glad that I pointed it out, because he said there's other discrepancies as well. And they're working for their client. And I understand that. I'm all about truth on both sides.
Yeah.
Even with Brian Koberger, I want the full truth to come out there as to what happened, who exactly did it. I don't think he did it alone. If it's him, that's for sure. But it doesn't explain what happened here within 1 second of time. That's just not humanly possible unless she's flash, like you said, Jules.
Yeah, because like I've said, there's at least, at the minimum, 2 footsteps, I call them footfalls, where the foot goes back down to the ground. At the minimum, 2, maybe even 3. And again, there's no shadows of her walking up to the door like we see later, with her going back in and out of the bathroom again. There's no shadow that matches that movement. You don't see her bending down to put the trash can down, but you don't see her even walking out with it in her hand. You just see her magically appear. Trash can's already on the floor, and she's putting her mop back up already.
So 4, 3, 2, 1. Trash can is right behind her, you guys. Some people in chat are asking, like, where's the trash can when she appears? It's right there. Within a second of time, there it is. And she's already doing something else. She's not concerned about that trash can at this point. And we don't even see her look at the trash can again. She looks in the bathroom and goes back in there.
Yeah, she doesn't even look at it again until she's like literally calling them over to her. And you'd think that if she would have really paid attention and noticed right whenever she was putting it down or bringing it out or even picking it up in the bathroom, you'd think the first thing that we would have seen is her instantly getting their attention, not nonchalantly putting all her equipment up and checking for cleanliness before she eventually calls them over.
Yeah. You can see she went back in the bathroom again and got more of her stuff, her cleaning spray or whatever, and came back out. Now she's giving her work one last, like, did I get everything? Look. Then she's going to go to her car. She's done, right? She's like, yep, everything looks good. She pushes her cart a little bit. And then suddenly people come around the corner like, what? Oop, my dogs, I swear, tonight they're annoying me. She didn't reach in there and pick up that baby. She never picked up the baby. Nobody ever picked up the baby until they were already here at the table.
There's that damn dirty glove. That drives me crazy.
That is so disgusting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Because then, like, that's right where Alexee was just walking and, like, dripping things down the hall. Yeah, like, that just seems like very much a habit for that woman. Yeah, and see, she doesn't pick up the bag. She lifts up the trash bag that's on top of the baby. The baby's never picked up. It's just the top bag.
I just got a Cashapp from somebody, and I don't, if you want me to say who you are, I don't know who it is. It just gives your name. But thank you so much. It's a $15 super chat. Not super chat, sorry. Cashapp. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that so much. So whoever you are in chat, thank you. I really appreciate that. If you want me to, you can say hi in chat. Let me know. Chat's frozen on my side again. Dang it. I'm going to go to my actual live.
Yeah, I've just been watching the chat from YouTube itself the whole time because StreamYard basically stopped showing me comments within like a few minutes of the live starting. I don't know.
Mine's not showing anything for 5 minutes now. Yeah, so I'm doing that too. I'm having to switch between my tabs to mute when necessary and then go back.
What fun.
And it's not cheap. StreamYard's not cheap. They need to get it together.
Yeah. For the amount that y'all pay a month for it, there's no reason for all these issues, especially lately. Like, there's been a lot of people having a lot of different issues.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's been bad. So it's like all these people arrived, but nobody picked up this baby. He never picked up the baby. This is the charge nurse. She's just taking photos for her scrapbook, I guess.
Yeah, she's insane.
Morbid photographer. But none of this makes any sense.
Not at all.
They look, but they don't pick up the baby. This is the one that we saw him just talking a while ago on that interview.
Now it looks like right there he might have like reached his hands inside of the trash can. Maybe he kind of, I'm just assuming maybe he possibly tore a hole in the bag that she had twisted him up in. But again, they're claiming they picked the baby up, and that's not what's happening.
Right. Is chat okay, you guys? How is chat going? It's not too fast now, is it? Okay. Hey, Dago. All right. See, I can't even put these on the screen, so I'll just have to read the really good ones. Yeah, babies can be stillborn. As you see, nobody picked him up. He was always in the trash can the whole way, and I don't understand why the employee claimed that they picked him up. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree, Mary Baker. That pic is floating around. It's there's a few places that you can find the graphic photos, but I'm not going to share them. I don't even want to see them. I saw one just of the bathroom mess, and it's awful. Okay, let's see.
Yeah, and with the way that it's being described, like not only, with them knowing about the pregnancy test coming back positive and them still not obviously, acting accordingly, but even with her walking out and trying to tell the nurse guy that it was just because it was her period, you see and you hear, what it looked like in there. Anyone would have known that wasn't the case anyway. And it's not like I didn't even see anyone like go into the room and like kind of like follow her into her room and stay with her to like examine her and see, where all of the stuff was coming from, because they're watching it drip off of her. But do they even like examine her or anything prior to them finding the baby just to see like what's going on? Because, they know that she's pregnant. They didn't examine her at all before this. Like in between.
They were just kind of treating it as a miscarriage. And they did not do any examination of her until after they found him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. They were just treating her like, yeah, it's just a miscarriage, no big deal kind of attitude is really what they were doing, in my opinion.
Yeah, because there was no urgency in any of their steps or behaviors whatsoever.
I cannot zoom in, Chris. I mean, that's literally the closest that I could zoom. I'll go back to the spot again here. Wait. I'll tell you what, move it around like this, you get a little dizzy. It was at 54. Yeah, 54. 54:20. I can't zoom in any more than that. Okay, I'm trying to check. The weight, the baby was full term and is on the autopsy. I want to say 6 pounds. Deb Tedder asked the weight. Is that what you're asking? Let me go back. It sucks that I can't put any of these on the screen without leaving chat and coming back.
Yeah, support with Steffa. They named the baby after the mother that did this to the baby. The baby's name is Alex, and her name is Alexee. I don't understand how they thought that was appropriate at all.
Right. I'm going to move this for just a second because I'm going to go into my thing here. Can't see what I'm doing. Okay. So we have, I'll show them really quick that photo. Actually, I can show you guys the photo without even doing this. Okay. I was going to go into my other video. Gosh, doggies. Okay. I was going to go into the video, but I don't need to do that because I've actually got the full-size one here. And I don't know why my dogs are barking so much tonight, guys. I'm sorry. Here it is. Okay. All right, so that should be up there. So this is the living room on the day that she was arrested. Over here, you can see she made some sort of shadow box with the baby's name on it. I don't know who made it, her mother, probably mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. But there's one of those religious candles here. And I personally think that this is a photo of the baby.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but whenever you open photos, your mic gets really staticky, like out of nowhere, and then your voice like speeds up like a robot. I don't know why, because you can play videos and you talk just fine and it doesn't do it. But whenever you open a photo and like go to zoom in, your voice just gets weird and then it speeds up like it's trying to catch up. I don't know what that's about.
No, is it okay now? Because I've got it short. Yeah, I've got it small.
Yeah, there's no static whatsoever.
Right.
That is crazy.
Okay, so here is that okay? Can you see it this?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so can you see this okay? Does that look to you like a photo of a baby in a blanket?
I mean, it does kind of look like a baby wrapped up in, you know, the papoose type style fold up, like the newborn blanket. It does from here. I'm trying to figure out what in the world the big white, you know, main portion of that thing is, unless it's like enlarged footprint, maybe from whenever they did his toe prints. I don't know. But I don't believe she was able to even like see him, right? Like they didn't allow her to see him or anything.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't know why this is like a photo. And I don't know what the heck this is.
Did they cremate him? Or did they?
I don't know. I've heard there's rumors that that's what she did, but why?
I mean, that does look like a baby in a wrapped up blanket, which is just odd that she would have that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. And
yeah.
I mean, I don't know what in the heck that would be. But yeah, she actually had the nerve to name the baby. And it was kind of funny because she named the baby exactly what all of her friends told the police that she was planning to name the baby.
Yeah. That's another thing. Not only, you know, can you obviously tell in her cheerleading photos that she has a basketball in her stomach, but more than one person has come forward and said, oh no, there was baby names being talked about. Like we had full on discussions. She was aware.
Exactly. Where's this other one here? Okay, yeah. My dogs are dying to come in the room. My husband brought me a cheeseburger, and that's why I had to mute for just a minute. When he came in here to bring that to me, they came in. I had to jump up and help him get the dogs back out of here real quick. What a pain. Okay, I don't want to open this one. It says graphic. Yeah, okay. This is the photo. Yeah.
You can't even have a cheeseburger in front of my dogs because then they just make you feel bad just staring at you.
Yeah. They are totally spoiled. But now they're scratching at the door.
They want your cheeseburger.
Yes, they know Mama has a cheeseburger. Okay, so this True Crime Anally. I went to their About page and there was an email. I don't know who this is, but they've got like all the videos. So anybody that's interested in looking at everything, like you can go and watch her get arrested, all of the interviews, like really dig into stuff, everything that the mother said. Her phone call, they recorded a phone call. They've got all the footage from the hospital. Even after, they have her coming into the hospital a couple of days later. Where's that at? I think it's this one. Oh, this is where Alexee ignored the officers outside of her high school. Didn't even talk to them when they wanted to talk to her.
Oh, I never saw that one. I'm gonna have to go back and look at these.
Yeah, I'm gonna put this link in the chat so that if anybody wants to come and look, I highly suggest that you look at these videos because they're all interesting and they all contradict what is in the reports and the motion by the state.
And see, that's actually like another thing. I keep thinking back to that, the very first clip that got released of the conversation that was, had between her and her mom whenever they said that they found the baby in the trash can, and how it just makes me think that there was conversations had about this situation prior. Mom, I know that homegirl is not a minor, but, at least legally, obviously not emotionally and mentally. But the mom, in my opinion, is just as guilty of not doing the right thing here, because if I feel personally from the way she reacted with the words that she said to Alexee whenever that information was given to her, that there was a conversation had before. We see the way that she looks in these cheerleading outfits. They're over here in this emergency room because mom's like, oh, she's in pain. Okay, well, mom, there ain't no way mom should not be held accountable at some point for not also telling the emergency room, no, I think she's pregnant and she's lying to me. And I think that this is what's going on. Because there's no way mom didn't know. Mom knows. It's just insane to me, like just all the way around, just carelessness to just do something that, might have not been the easiest decision, but obviously she didn't want this baby with the way that she was, allegedly acting about it and, hiding it and just acting all kinds of different ways about it. All of this could have been avoided if she would have just said, I don't want to keep this baby. I'm going to deliver the baby in this hospital and then I'm walking away. Nothing would have happened. She could have gone on and lived her life. She might have had some regrets later on down the line or whatever, but this is all just insane. There was so many different ways this could have gone. If somebody, would have just showed a little bit of something of common sense. Yeah. Common sense. It's crazy.
Right. Yeah. Oh, hey, sweet misery. How you doing? Yes. Brandywine, so true. She was in a safe haven hospital. She could have said, even if, let's just give her the benefit of the doubt, let's just pretend for a moment that she did not know that she was pregnant the entire time. Let's go with it. She's in the bathroom and a newborn appears, right? Why didn't she pull the cord? How do you even give birth silently? I was loud even with medication. I mean, hello, I don't get it.
I mean, and then what's his face is saying he's gone over there and, asked her quite a few times if she's okay, if she needs anything, and she's saying no. Even if she couldn't, fathom what was going on in that first couple of minutes and know how to react, the second that someone knocked on that bathroom door, that kind of would have been one of those like reality snaps to where right then and there she should have been like, oh my God, yes, help me. And then like somebody could have came in. That's whenever that key would have been used and they would have gone in there. So even if she wouldn't have any idea, even if she, if you want to give, if for any of you that want to give her that, I'm not going to give her that, but for any of you that do, I I agree. Even at that point, and she's thinking, okay, I'm in a little bit of pain. It feels like I need to go to the bathroom. Can I go? And they let her go. The second a baby starts popping out of you, you would have, why don't you say something? Why is this the path that she chose to take when she literally could have just opened the door, gotten the medical care that she needed? The baby could have been taken away and been, handled the way that it needed to handle. Whatever needed to happen could have happened, and she could have walked away and he could have had his life. I just don't understand.
Exactly. I'm going to pull up the some people in chat are asking about the mother and grandmother laughing out in the hallway. Is it on this one?
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay, I'm gonna find that video, y'all. Because it is true. She laughed. Both of the moms kind of laughed, but her mom more than the other mom. Oh, hang on, I got it written down. I don't want to waste time. It is at. I'm just getting the timestamp here. 2:33 on this video. Okay, I'll share it. No puppies, you can't come in here. I'll let you have some burger when we're done. They always eat like half my cheeseburger. Okay. So this is when they leave to go and tell them that they found the baby. I'm going to play this one first, and then I'll skip forward to the giggling nonsense.
So you did leave it back down here, Maureen?
I'm sorry, we discovered a dead baby in the bathroom.
Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. He came out at me and I didn't know what to do. Lexi, I told you about this. I just asked you, baby, to tell me the truth. It was not crying or nothing. What did you do to it?
Okay, stop right here. Stop. Number one priority, guys. Number one priority is she just had a baby. I don't know if she's delivered the placenta. She's bleeding significantly.
Yeah.
I've spoken to the obstetrician at Loveless. They want her up there as soon as possible.
Okay.
I need your permission to transfer her for medical. She's
19.
Oh, you're right.
But she is a student too.
She's still 19 years
you're
old.
right. You're right. She needs to.
That mother, I'm telling you. Yes, Deidre, absolutely. Not here, Chris. After, out in the waiting room, you'll see. Okay, I think this is the shorter one. And this is all the stuff in. It's all them talking about it. You can see the nurses station really well there. So that's why I recommend coming to this channel. Oh, this is this channel. I'm going to put this link in chat too. Okay, now I'm going to go back to this one. Is this one, I think Anali might be a girl. I keep saying she. She has all of it. Okay. So where is the interview? Out in the waiting room. Okay. This is right after. This is at 4 a.m. And he goes to talk with the mother. And right over here, you can, I'm going to wait till it switches the camera.
Yeah, I still find it interesting that the stepfather seems to be the most emotional person in this entire scene here.
Yeah. That poor guy.
Gets like I don't know which one.
They told me Loveless Regional. Yeah.
Loveless Regional?
Yeah. But as soon as they're done with her, okay, will I be able to bring her home with me?
Yes.
I will?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know where she'll be going.
With me?
No.
To my house. I mean, like.
When she gets life flighted.
okay.
I don't know which one.
They told me Loveless Regional. Yeah.
Loveless Regional?
Yeah.
That's my card.
Okay.
Keep a hold of me.
Okay.
So if she stays at Loveless and then she gets released, she can go back to y'all.
Okay.
And I'll be in touch with you to try and set up an interview with her.
Okay.
Okay. Would y'all mind talking to me later when y'all are okay?
Yeah, I was with her. I know she talked to him for a while on the phone, and then she came to me, so I've been with her the rest of the time.
Today?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what did she come here for that she told you?
She told me she had back pain.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay. Has she been having back pain before?
Yeah, she's pain for her and her hips is no. I mean,
today she's or last yesterday, like the pain.
Yes.
a lot of pain, and you know.
When did it start?
I mean, I've been taking her to chiropractor because I honestly didn't know she had back pain.
This one I didn't get the timestamp for you guys. I'm sorry.
I think I need to go to the chiropractor. I said, okay, let's go tomorrow. But she
might be right here.
Like the pain?
Yes.
Today she's or last yesterday.
They have a cheer competition. She's a senior. So.
Hold on, let me do it this way.
For me right now. Okay. You have my number. You can. That is my work phone. If you want to text me.
You guys, it's up in here somewhere. I don't know about you, but I don't like to go through and take too much time looking for it. It's right up in here where the officer asks her boyfriend if he's the father, and these two laugh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Is it right here? It's trying to be crazy. Not chapters on this, are there? Sometimes there are. Nope, no notes. Look at they both have their hand over their mouth. It's right there, guys. I'm sorry. I put the link in chat. It is. It's after 9 minutes. I know that much into that video, if that helps. Sorry, I don't have that timestamp. I spent all day looking through all of this. And again, well, that's our live. Where is?
Guys, number one priority.
Okay. This one. Just making sure I've played all the ones that I was ready to play. And that's it. Let me check my little notes again here. I just used Notepad. Let's see. Oh, that other one that I didn't finish playing that video, but she also said at 11 minutes and 20 seconds in that video that she stayed in trauma room 2 with the baby while, quote, they went and got Dr. Vasquez. And that doesn't match the footage either. So that's just my notes that I took off of those. And that's it. Okay, so again, if you look at the full footage, you can go and look at this yourself and go to.
Why are you your child care teachers?
I don't know why I get so many daycare ads. Okay. If you go to $54 minutes and then just hit play. And you'll see that she just appears out of nowhere. Right there.
Yeah.
That's for anybody that's come in or wanted to see that again. Again, I did talk with her attorney today about it. They received the footage and they hadn't even caught that. But he's going to call me again tomorrow. And I'm going to get some more information and ask him if I can repeat a couple other things that he told me. Well, one I know I can tell you because I remember asking him. He said that lie detector tests were given, and some people passed and some people failed.
They gave lie detector tests to the staff?
I don't know if I can answer that until tomorrow, but
okay, so they just know that there was some administered in this case.
Yes, but that she passed hers.
Alexee did?
Uh-huh. He said that will be he said he didn't care if that got public because he's about to make it go public anyway.
Oh, so he's probably about to like release a statement or maybe
Right.
file something.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't ask him
One
anymore.
of the two. Yeah.
Yeah. It was real early this morning. It was like 8 o'clock his time and like 9 o'clock my time when I talked to him. And we only talked for about half an hour, which was quite a long time.
Actually, yeah. Quite a bit.
It was interesting. But yeah, I like to dig into this stuff. And, you know, there's like this lull going on right now, waiting for the trial for Brian Koberger to begin. And I've been covering this case and a couple others, you know, Show Business and this one. And trying to keep up with all that's going on. I know I'm not doing LISC, Long Island Serial Survivor. And I have not done Amber Morin, you guys? I know that Alex Erickson, she's covering that one, and Mallory is covering that one as well.
I think, I've seen that name. I've seen that name over the past couple of days. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that one either.
Rachel Morin as the other girl. Very beautiful blonde girl that they found on a trail.
Oh, I did see something about that earlier on Twitter. Apparently there was another lady that disappeared pretty close to where the Morin girl did, and there was no talk whatsoever about her disappearance. But this one girl, her story went apparently all over the place. So I wanted to go back and take a look at that and compare the two.
Yeah, for sure. Brandy Wine reminds me of something with her comment. She says, having a mother, quote unquote, like that, trust me, they track your cycle. She knew. Okay. She was insisting in the hospital footage she was buying her pads every month. That may or may not be true. However, I can tell you that I am, or was in my childbearing years, one of those who I still had my cycle every month with every pregnancy. And it was terrifying. And yes, I did have a couple of losses because of it. What happens is some women don't produce enough progesterone. And so you can get pregnant, but you often end up with a loss because your body doesn't fully recognize that you're pregnant and doesn't send out everything that it needs to, you know, make sure that your uterine wall is nice and thick and protective and all those hormones. Progesterone is the number one. So after my losses, then I had to have a supplemental progesterone for my pregnancies after that. But yeah, it is not uncommon for women to have their cycles every month all the way through pregnancy. It's actually not that uncommon. It's terrifying. If you know that you're pregnant and it happens, it'll scare the bejesus out of you. But yeah,
I had mine for my oldest two. The entire like first trimester, I still had like a cycle. So yeah, everybody's body is so different. I just don't see how, you know, you see the photos. I mean, it didn't look the way that she is, you know, the way that her personality presents. She doesn't seem like the type that would have constantly walked around in baggy clothes where you couldn't see the shape of her body, where she wasn't showing herself off. Like, she's already pregnant right there. So it's not surprising to me that she's wearing a flowing shirt. But if she wasn't pregnant there, she probably would have been wearing something a bit tighter, something that was more revealing, most likely, because we see how she looks at prom. She's a cheerleader. There's just no way. She literally looked like she was walking around with a basketball underneath her shirt. It was very, very noticeable. It was not a chunky belly. It was definitely a pregnant belly.
Yeah. See, in this one, when they did the, I think this was, it timed out. It was like school photos, and she was a senior, and she was approximately 4 months old in these. 4 months along, sorry. And then the teacher's asking about like what she looked like before. And then I have what she looked like at Christmas right before she had him. That's this one. And hold on, I've got to close that one out. This is Christmas of 2022. And as you can see here, She didn't look very pregnant, did she? She was
Well,
8 months long.
That's also what seems to be a pretty baggy shirt. And if she was sideways, I mean, I can see like where, like under where her breasts are, you can still see where there's a little bit of a protrusion under that shirt. At least to me, I can see it. So if she was sideways, she would definitely still look pregnant to me.
Yeah, I agree. But you can see that she's wearing regular clothes. Unless those were maternity jeans, I don't know how she got them on.
Well, isn't there a trick where you can like use your regular jeans and there's something that you can do with like a ponytail for your hair and you make it kind of like bigger to where you don't have to like actually, you know, button them all the way or zip them, but they stay on you. I know a lot of people did that whenever they were pregnant, so they didn't have to buy new clothes. They just used these little things that kind of just made it, you know, stick up on your belly. She could have just been doing stuff like that.
I am from the age of maternity wear and its glory. Like, as soon as we had a belly, we were wearing everything maternity the whole way through. And like, we wanted everybody to see the belly. And nowadays, it seems like people are wearing more maternity clothes that are designed to almost conceal it. You know what I mean? Or that are very form-fitting, so you can see the full silhouette of the pregnant lady. And I think that's so cute. I love that. But yeah, these could have been worn like that. I tried that a little bit in mine. It just didn't work. I couldn't do it. My pants would fall down. Because I remember you would take like a tie here and a tie here and then like hook them together. Didn't work for me.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's been a while.
It would work for some. But does that answer your question, Deetra? Yeah, I see what you're talking about right here. I can see it.
Yeah. You can. I mean, it's barely there, but you can definitely see that there's some sort of something.
Well, where you can definitely see it is right here. This is right before. Yeah. This was January, is what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
It was right before, and then I had you.
Oh yeah.
There we go. That same shirt that she was in at Christmas time. I don't know when this one was, but how can she not know? I mean, come on. Anybody out here in chat right now think that she just looked like she needed to take diet pills, which is what she was taking?
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Golly. And somebody had said in chat, and I do apologize that I don't remember who it was, but somebody said, if your coach asks you if you are pregnant, shouldn't your mom be asking you that? Who was that said that in chat? Because that was really good. I've seen, and I don't know how true it is one of those Daily Mail things. So they said that the coach was actually asking her, could you be pregnant? What's going on? You know? Okay. So
yeah, I don't know how the coach wouldn't have noticed that and said something. Well, but see, that's another question I'm wondering is if her position on the cheerleading squad changed throughout her pregnancy, because in here we're seeing her like lifting someone up. Was she ever anyone who was lifted up and they switched her position because of what?
That's a good question. That is
I still don't see why they would be having her lifting somebody up. I mean, even though she is, you know, obviously getting the help of what is it, like 2 other girls to lift that one girl up, she's still putting, you know, strain on her body while being obviously pregnant.
Can't see anything in this photo. They have her behind another girl.
Yeah.
That's a good question. That's a really good question. That's all the photos that I have for this one. Yeah, I mean, she was showing there. I would consider that showing. I couldn't wait to show with my babies. I couldn't wait. And I don't understand any of this. I really don't. All of it sucks. But I do know that it is a problem, and it does appear that the hospital may have done something that they shouldn't have done and may have done something to try to cover it up. Although they didn't kill anybody. They didn't take that baby's life. She did. I just wonder why in the heck this footage is messed with, because it really, really is. When I talked to the attorney today, he was like, whoa, and checked. He verified that it's the same that he has this has not been edited. So 1, 2, where's she come from? This is gonna drive me crazy. I can't wait to talk to him again and see who he's gonna have look into that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
so let's see.
There's too much movement missing right there for me.
KA Pisces, and I love Jules. The autopsy showed that yes, there was air in the baby's lungs. She had morphine, yes. You mean Lisa Lane? Hey, Cinnamon Hot Hot Hot. How are you doing? Oh gosh, girl. If I never hear the words Linda Lane again in my whole life, it'll be too soon.
Yeah, no joke. I'm so over all that drama.
Yes, I totally agree with BB Diamond. She said, in my opinion, she knew. She chose appropriate clothing to minimize, and those were her maternity photos to her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep, agree, Sherry K. Thank you for being here, guys. I really hope that StreamYard is not showing me all of my stuff like it should. Like, it did show me these new members, but if you have joined, let me know in chat, because it's not updating that now.
Yeah, it's not showing me anything else either. It's not even, it has no comments even showing up on this thing. Yeah, it's just like frozen.
Do you think I should dip out and come back in again? Maybe it'll refresh.
I mean, for yours, it will. Mine's been doing that the whole time, but that's why I've just been looking every now and then at the chat on the YouTube page.
Yes, that's why I've got it here. So I've been keeping an eye on it too. That's the only way I can. What a pain in the booty. So let me see. I'm going to scroll up and see if I see anything up here. Like, I can't even highlight any of my chats like normally when they come through. Yeah. Well, here's one.
Lisa, yeah, there was her boyfriend was in some of the footage saying that he should have been the baby's father. And yeah, see, that's another thing. Go ahead.
No, you're good. You're good.
That was another thing that kind of threw me off, is after the fact, like the two went to prom together. And like all the details are out at that point about what she did to that baby. And yeah, go ahead and go to prom, and you go ahead and go to prom with the guy, you know, that you got pregnant for, that you know, unalived y'all's baby in the bathroom and tried to hide it. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with my son going to prom, you know, someone who could just do that to an infant and, you know, have no conscience about it whatsoever. That's odd as hell to me.
Yes. And Afton, hi, how are you doing? My hips spread too much to wear my old clothes. Same. Like the minute I was pregnant, whoosh, out came my butt.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Danny, no, the baby was proven to have taken in oxygen. The baby breathed before no longer being alive, is what the autopsy report showed.
What are you talking about, Chris? Okay, let's see. Did I do anything? Well, yeah, that doesn't make any sense either, because
yeah, true story.
That's true. How did she? I mean, she was so determined to keep it a secret that she didn't even let out any noise. Like, have you guys seen the movie? What is that movie? Oh my God, the one where they had to stay. Was it just Quiet? Was it the movie Quiet? Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it real quick. Movie Quiet.
Yeah, and when it comes to her being on anything, I mean, she walks just fine, into the bathroom. She walks just fine out the bathroom. She's not really staggering or, acting like she's out of it. She seems pretty determined to know where she's going.
Yeah, I'm going to show you this. Like, this is, I guess, how she did it. This is the only way she could have done it. She pretended she was in this movie. I love this movie, by the way. Here it is. She screams. In the movie, she screams, but silently. She's in the movie, you have to stay quiet or these monsters will hear you. So she somehow managed to give her watch in complete silence. That is a good movie. Okay. So I guess that she pulled something like that. I don't know how. There's no way. Like, I still.
Yeah.
Like, I gripe loudly just over my monthly stuff, I mean, I was a big old baby.
I stub my toe and my neighbor can hear me cussing. Okay.
Right?
There's no way. I mean, obviously it happened because she's not like screaming or making noises to the point where they're like rushing to get that key and get into that bathroom. So I don't know. That's what's so strange to me is how she was able to just do this so quietly and no, I'm fine. Or however, she was answering people on the other side of that door. It's just so strange. The whole thing.
Okay, great. I'm going to work on that. In terms, I'm sorry about this, but in terms of delivering.
Oh, that's amazing, Mary.
You tried to hide it.
It's amazing.
You have to have the police involved.
And nothing was crying. It came out with nothing.
And I love how during this, both she and her mother, they only referred to the baby as it. Nothing was crying. It wasn't crying.
Yep. I noticed that too.
It came out with nothing. Like, what are you talking about? Yeah, that's completely normal. She should have pulled the damn cord and got help.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they never acknowledged like the actual human in this entire conversation.
Hi, Delana. Oh,
I'm so sorry, but we need to do this.
I have something for Delana. Okay, so Delana, don't think I'm weird, but I saw something today and it reminded me of you. What is it that I say to you in chat sometimes when I see you in different chat rooms? Tackle hug.
Oh, that's funny. That's cute.
So that's how I picture me doing a tackle hug when I see Delana in chats.
That's cute. And it just, reminds me of my kid.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I saw that today. When I just saw you, I was like, oh, yeah, show her the tackle hug. Yeah, I've been, I have a new member emoji that I'm going to put up for you guys. Can you see it right there on the screen?
Oh, poop.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm going to go add that one to the member emojis. I just made that today. And then I added, and this one I'm going to add as well. Get out your tinfoil hats. I think I added that one already. So if you're, I think that one's already in there. And then I made this one too. Bam. I hope you're able to see it.
Yeah, you can see them. They're cute.
Let's see. I made CJ like a whole set of them, but I don't know if he liked them or is going to use them or whatever. But I was just goofing around and made them. Let's see. If there's anything else in here I was going to pull up.
Delana, I believe that her mother knew exactly what the hell was going on here. And there's a part of her conversation where she says, I told you about this. It's like they had a conversation previously of her wanting to discard of the baby. And the mom was trying to, I mean, they obviously had conversations about you'll go to jail if you do this, you know, because she mentions, you know, what have we talked about whenever girls get rid of their babies? You know, this is a conversation that was had. The mom cannot sit here and deny anything. I don't care what she says about, you know, oh, I used to take her to the chiropractor. Okay, well, I promise you that if you took her to the chiropractor in the last couple of months, the chiropractor was going to be, you know, treating her a little bit differently than he would have been normally. So I just don't believe the mother when she tries to sit here and act like she didn't know at all.
Lexi, I told you about this.
Yeah.
What was it that I said when we were talking earlier? Like, Lexi, I told you about this.
Yeah, you can. It was like, yeah, mayonnaise. Yeah.
Bad if you leave it out on the counter. It was that level of freaking concern. Like, not you just unalived your own baby, my grandbaby.
Yeah.
But oh my god, so annoying.
It's like the lack of give a damn about anything. It's just not there.
I had to go ahead and eat a French fry, y'all.
Stop. Number one.
I've been sitting here smelling French fries since my husband brought this to me.
I don't know if she's delivered.
Oh, I'd have been putting it on. I'd have been putting it on mute and munching down behind the scenes.
I just need your permission to transfer.
I just love how they were like, "Oh, I need your permission."
Oh, you're right.
And no, she's 19.
You're right.
Oh
You're
yeah.
right. She needs to. I'm sorry, I forgot.
How did this doctor either not know or forget that she's 19 years old?
That she's a grown adult. Yeah.
I was 19 when I had my first child. 19. And I don't know. I don't understand the level of emotional immaturity here as well.
Yeah. Yeah. For real. This is not, I mean, I was not like this at 19. My daughter's not like this now at 16. It's a very immature person we're watching on this screen.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Kate, I just put the link to StreamYard in here for you. Drink my water. K.A. Pisces says, can I hang on just a second? Okay, I'm better now. I had to drink my water. Can I just call in real quick and tell a short little story? I put the link in chat if you or anybody else would like to come up and share whatever you would like. Panel is open. Come on up if you would like to. I totally forgot to do that earlier. Okay, let's see. When the doctor said you hide your pregnancy and she doesn't deny not knowing. Oh, yeah. Hi, Ezzy. How you doing?
Afton, that's a good point. I was thinking that actually earlier. Maybe the doctor just didn't even pay attention because of how clingy mom was trying to take control of the situation the entire time.
Right. Hi, V-Slams. Thank you for joining. How are you doing again, Carol? Let's see. Yeah, totally. I need to find that. Yes, I'm having to sit here smelling my cheeseburger and fries. It's driving me crazy. Let's see. I don't think her mom was in any kind of legal trouble at all, was she?
No, I don't think the mom can technically get in trouble for anything here. I mean, just because, she didn't say anything, even if she wasn't for sure, which I doubt at all, mm-hmm. She can't get in trouble because she's an adult. She's an adult.
Exactly. Okay. All right. Hi, K Pisces. I'm going to bring you up now, okay? Okay. You hear my dog scratching at the door. I smell French fries in there. Hi, Kay Pisces. How you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hey there.
Hi, Jules.
Hey.
Hi, CrimeSleuthin. I don't know if I know your first name, but CrimeSleuthin and chat and everybody.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. My name's
So
Debbie.
Oh, Debbie, nice to meet you. I'm Carrie. I like transparency. I don't care if you guys know my name. I hope I'm not like just interrupting, but I think Jules, you don't have to answer this, but I think you're in the medical field, right? Or kinda? Or you just know about it?
No, I work in a portion of the medical field. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For well over a decade.
Okay. I thought, because I listened to like all your videos, and I see you in like, other people's lives, and I thought so. I didn't want to call you up. I thought you made it like, known. So my mom, she's been an ER nurse for like over 26 years. And I know it's like HIPAA. I'm not going to say a story, but I remember when I was younger, I came home and there's all these flowers and balloons. Like I was in high school. I'm 30, like, I'm well in my 30s, and there's all these flowers and everything. So this mom basically, because I think I tried to comment, and I think it didn't post the whole thing. So that's why I want to like this story about like how girls can have babies and nobody know. Like, so this is just like, I'm not saying this girl totally was in the wrong. Like, but I'm just saying it's crazy that this kind of stuff happens and the parents believe it though. So you guys following?
Yeah.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
So I came home and I'm like, Mom, like, what's up? There's all these flowers, candles, all this stuff, and cards and stuff. And my mom told me this story, and we talk about it every now and again. And basically this 16-year-old came in. She probably looked like, us after like a sub or something. I don't know, like after we ate a sub. She complained of abdominal cramping, and my mom she was like feeling her stomach and stuff, and my mom totally knew, like, this girl's having contractions somehow, some way. Like, you could not tell this girl, like, you just couldn't really tell. But I mean, I'm not saying that the parents didn't know, I'm not saying that the girl didn't know, I'm just saying, but there was doctors that worked with my mom at the time that, certain nationalities, they kind of don't listen well to, like, even, unfortunately, to the staff and what they're saying, in any career. So my mom's like, listen, this girl is pregnant, like really pregnant, we need to send her in, blah blah blah. And they didn't like pay any mind to it, right? So my mom asked permission to look under the sheet, because the mother left the room, and she said she felt something. My mom asked permission to look under the sheet. This girl freaking like was crowning everything. Like, she was having a child.
Your mom was trying to explain to the doctor that the girl was pregnant, and the doctor just wasn't paying attention to anything she was saying. Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And this was, I mean, like, what, almost 15 years ago or something like that. So, like, it wasn't an emergency. My mom's like, no, like, her stomach she's having contraction. And I never had a child, so I don't know what it's like. But my mom's like, she knew. And this girl's mom went to the bathroom, and she's like, do you mind? Because the girl said something felt weird, like she felt something liquidy or something. My mom's like, can I look under the sheet? Like, or I don't remember the protocol, but the girl gave her permission, and my mom's like, I saw like a full head. This girl is crowning. So she, like, and the doctors, like, they had meetings and they apologized and stuff, like, for the way their protocol is. But it's like that in a lot of industries, not just medical. With certain nationalities, unfortunately, they don't. I don't know. In my opinion, I think that they don't like to listen to women. What they say is right. Like, or or men too. It's not even just that, but regardless of the fact, this girl had a baby, and like but the mom thought my mom was an angel, which is sweet of her, but your daughter was pregnant. My mom did not like sprinkle dust on her and make her pregnant. You know what I mean?
So, okay. But so this girl is crowning, and she's not.
She didn't make any noise.
That's what I was about to ask.
Yeah.
What crowning is for those that are asking.
Crowning is when the baby is starting to come out of the body.
Yeah, like you can see that full head of hair. I'm
the head.
Sure.
It's where basically the soft spot
yeah.
is coming out of the body. And there
I've never had a child, but this is my mom explaining it to me over the years. But I was in high school. I remember I was leaving for work because I was leaving for school because my mom works 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. So when I get home, I'm like, what the hell is all this? Like, and it's sweet of them to say that my mom's an angel and stuff, but like they still for a long time they kept sending her postcards of this baby, and that's a good part of this story. They kept the baby, you know, the baby's healthy and happy and alive, which is wonderful. But what I'm trying to get at is the parents still think my mom like somehow was an angel that this happened. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, it's awesome my mom was there to help in the delivery, but you didn't even know your daughter was pregnant, and you don't you know how like it happens, you know? Like how
that's crazy to me that she was not. I mean, obviously she was feeling like something was wrong with her, but I mean, the baby's starting to come out and you're not like screaming at the top of your lungs.
That was that was the other point I wanted to make. Like my mom was 18 when she had my older brother, and she had me and then my younger brother all by 24. And my mom's young, but I mean, I'm like 34, but I guess that's how they did it back then. There are a lot of people, you know, it's just, I just haven't had children, but she didn't she didn't look like it. I'm not defending this girl by all means. I think what she did was absolutely like horrific, and I don't even want to put my opinion. It's disgusting. It's horrifying, and it's so sad because there's so many people out there that literally can't even like get pregnant. But yeah, some parents, I think, unfortunately, not to sound ignorant, they can be very in denial that their child got pregnant or something. You know what I mean? I can't imagine like her parents, or maybe I could imagine more in denial. Do they like? I don't know if I've heard anything about them. I think they're pretty much defending her, right?
Yeah, it seems like the mom is pretty much just not going to make her, I guess, take any sort of accountability for anything that she did. It seems like she is trying to just act as if her daughter is just some innocent bystander of a circumstance, which, I mean, yeah, it sucks that you got pregnant at 19, homegirl, but you're an adult and you could have handled that a million times differently than you did, and there's no excuse at this point. I mean, even if this wasn't, and I've mentioned this to Sleuthin before, you know, even if this wasn't a situation where, you know, it's a safe haven, whatever. You're in a hospital. They're knocking on the door to ask if you're okay. You're blatantly lying, claiming that everything's fine. That's where you went wrong. You could have easily just then and been like, I just walked into the bathroom and this is going on and I don't know what's happening, and we wouldn't be here right now. Wouldn't even have been on the news.
I'm not like and I agree with you, Jules, and I'm not pointing the finger or anything, but I don't remember hearing anything besides the video that we saw about that nurse. Like, was there any, like, I know we obviously can't see the charts, but was there any, you would think that they would have to publicly, or maybe it's in the, I haven't looked up her, the like records on like her arrest record and stuff, but like the nurse had to know something. Isn't your isn't your heart rate and everything different when you're pregnant?
Oh, I guess you missed the part where we went over that earlier, because that's what I didn't know until Sleuthin told me that they had done urine testing and blood testing, and they had the results back prior to this whole situation happening, but the doctor hadn't gone in and talked to her about the results being positive yet.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because I didn't know any of that either, because I knew that they had done obviously testing on her, but I didn't know the order in which it was done, because that totally matters in this. Because I mean, she can.
Oh my God.
I mean, she can deny all day long, you know, that she didn't know she was pregnant, even though I don't believe that, and I still believe the mom damn well knew what was happening. But in court, the only thing that they're going to look at in this is what happened at the hospital when it came to, well, she's over here acting like she didn't know. So when did you tell her she was pregnant?
Yeah.
And that showed me that all of the medical staff that we see reacting to the situation all knew that she was pregnant when this was going on. And we don't see them acting accordingly to that information with what we know is happening at all.
Somebody in chat just asked about, you know, the weight loss pills. The specific
Yeah.
kind that was in her was phentermine.
Oh my
And
gosh,
you can buy that
phentermine?
over the
That's
counter.
like speed.
Yes, that's what she was taking.
Wow.
Wow.
And is that
is
something
unbelievable.
that you can just buy, or is that
No.
something you have to get prescribed?
No, you actually have to get a pregnancy test to get that prescribed to you.
What?
Yeah, phentermine is basically speed. Like it's a controlled substance. Like Adderall. Like and it's all in that. It's a controlled substance. I think it's a category 2 controlled substance. You have to get you have to get your blood test. Like you have to be checked by a doctor to get prescribed it.
So I wonder
I'm
if
finding it online though.
Are you? Like you can just purchase it?
There's places you can buy it online. I don't know if it is the full prescription strength phentermine that
The
is
straight up phentermine you can only get by a doctor. They only
Yeah.
prescribe it within 3 months, and then you have to take months off. It's literally for weight loss, and it basically is, under my understanding, like speed. Yeah, and you can only do 3 months off, and it's monitored, or 3 months on and it's monitored, and then you have to go off of it. Under my understanding, but you have to be pregnancy tested.
That's what was in her system. A high dose of it, high amount.
Within she must have gotten it off the streets or something. There's no way that, I mean, there is a way, but a doctor has to give them a pregnancy test.
Well, yeah, that's crazy.
I didn't read that.
Do those rules vary by state? I mean, you wouldn't think so.
I'm in Florida. I think that's probably everywhere, because it has to do with health insurance and stuff too.
I'm gonna have to look more. I'm gonna have to look more into that on like my end, because I deal with a lot of specialty prescriptions and CPTs for how milligrams and all that stuff is done with medications and what the rules and stuff are. So I'm gonna look into that and see, because if she does have to be prescribed that in her state, and if she was prescribed it, that's another issue. But if she's illegally taking it, that's a bigger issue.
Yeah, that's like literally gonna. Well, I mean, hopefully the other side, they're gonna get her for a whole nother freaking charge. That's for sure. Like maybe. I don't know what it is, but it's without a prescription. Well, I don't know necessarily, because the child, from what I've heard, or the infant, was not passed away from that wrongdoing. It was from her. It was asphyxiation, right?
Yes, that's the cause.
Sorry, trigger warning. But yeah, so they'll be able to tell that it wasn't that, but it still could be. There is a Florida law. I don't know how it is there, but I don't know the exact law, but now they made it so if you do deliver a child and you're under the influence of a certain amount of drugs, you are taken into custody after your health. Like after you deliver the child, whether you give up for adoption or whatnot. I don't know how it is in other states, but you will be charged and go right to jail.
Here is the article. Well, there's several, but her toxicology report showed that she was taking, let's see.
I mean, the headline called it prescription, so that's telling me that a doctor prescribed it. And have they been able to prove that? Like, is that validated though, is what I'm wondering.
And I want to know if a doctor did prescribe that, if she was that pregnant, because you can only have it for from what I've heard, like 3 months at a time, and then you have to be off of it for 3 months. Like, why would you even need that? Like, at 16, I think you have to be 18 years old or older to even be prescribed.
Oh no, she's 19. She's an adult. She's a 19-year-old.
When she was pregnant, though?
Well, she was 18. She's 19 now. But she was 18 when all this happened. She was already an adult. She was a senior in high school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here is his the baby's toxicology report here.
I'm gonna screenshot that. Hold on.
If you just email me, I'll email you the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
so the baby had caffeine, morphine, and phentermine in his system. Look at the amount. Phentermine.
The morphine might have been given to her, right, Jules, because of pain?
Yeah, they said they gave it to her through an IV. Like it wasn't like a drip, but it was like an IV injection through the tubing.
Phentermine, I don't know. I don't know how much it is, but 420 seems like an awful lot.
Well, I was told that 9, it's nanograms per milliliter of blood, and that 9 would have been a large number on the morphine.
Oh my
and
gosh!
I don't know about the phentermine. I just know that she had a lot of morphine on board.
I would, I'm gonna have to
go get the baby.
Is there more video footage of her in that like ER room? You think she'd be bouncing off the walls?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense.
Unless it's
I wonder how the morphine would have counteracted if she had that much of that diet pill in her system.
That's a good point.
Yeah, because of the way that apparently is more like a speed type, category for a drug. I wonder how the morphine would have reacted with it.
I can ask my mom about that. She's really good when it comes to that kind. There's times that I'm an adult. I'm like, Mom, can I mix Tylenol with this? Or like I forget. Like some things you can't mix. So my mom's really good at like knowing firsthand. And plus I'm allergic to a lot of like highly deathly allergic to sulfa and like Keflex and all kinds of antibiotics. So I have to always ask my mom.
Yeah, I'm allergic to some stuff too.
It probably stays in your system. But the one thing I just wanted to say, it's crazy to me that like I don't know how or like how this could happen, that there could be a 16-year-old that has a child crowning and not be screaming or whatnot. I have no idea how that works because I've never had a child. I don't know if their cervixes are shaped differently or what, but I just want to say my mom did like witness that firsthand before, which I think it's crazy because you always hear about it. Like you remember the show back in the day, I didn't know I was pregnant or whatever. I think this girl knew first off.
Yeah, I think she did too.
But it's crazy that you could literally be in labor and not know. Who knows? Not Maybe she did know.
Well, I mean, I mentioned it the last time I was on here that my mom's brother's wife's sister, if you could follow that one, she had 3 kids, and for the first 2, she literally had no idea until they both came out of her. Like she carried both of them all the way through. She sat down to go use the restroom and a baby came out. And then the second time she was stepping over into the bathtub and the baby came out. She has just it's a medical condition that she has.
Cervix thing,
yeah.
Right?
She's got this medical condition to where, and plus she was already kind of bigger. So she didn't realize that what she was feeling in her stomach was a baby. She thought it was just, because she ate a lot of food that she, wasn't healthy for her. And so she had her cycle. So when it came, after the second time, they started like, testing her every, couple of months just to make sure, they were able to catch that third one. But yeah, both times. Yeah, literally. Yeah. But two full pregnancies a few years apart. She had no idea until the baby just came out. She felt no pressure, nothing, just normal. And then boom, baby.
So I've been doing hair now 15 years. So I talk to women all day, all the time, all ages, everything. I've heard so many stories, and I've witnessed so many of my clients have multiple pregnancies, and some of them I'm like, you don't like, girl, like, where is it? I'm not just being nice, but like, where's the baby? You're like 8-9 months. And like they say that this is what they said, like it's like the way your cervix, I think, is tilted, or it could be like it could basically hide a baby. Or is that, I don't know. You guys have had babies. I don't know.
Well, everybody's body is different too. So that's
that doesn't still explain why. And I'm sure anybody who, you haven't had a baby, but you've had gas, right?
Yeah. It's not,
that's early baby kicking. It feels the same exact way. It just gets stronger and stronger until you literally will see little feet move across your belly underneath your skin.
I wonder,
how did she not feel any of that?
Jules, your sisters, brothers, who was it again?
My mom's brothers, sisters. No, my mom's, basically her sister-in-law's sister.
Okay.
Yeah.
Her sister-in-law, your mom's sister-in-law's sister. So did she have the babies back to back
No, she was in her early 30s, the first one, and then it wasn't until about 3 years later that the second one happened.
Because I did have a client that told me like a month ago or so they were breastfeeding. I guess you don't get your cycle again if you're still breastfeeding. So his daughter-in-law, her daughter-in-law, whatever, they were still breastfeeding, and she didn't know. She was already like 5-6 months pregnant because she was still breastfeeding.
Yeah, that's a myth. A lot of people believe that, but that's not the
But
case.
she didn't get a cycle or something like that. That's why she didn't know, or I don't know.
Yeah.
The myths of
it's
one
a myth.
day I'll be able to go through all that.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Like,
I've heard a lot of people that do think that you can't get pregnant while you're breastfeeding, but that's totally not true.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can like right away. Just like people think that if you just stop taking birth control that you can't get pregnant. In my opinion, I think you can, because that's when your body starts to ovulate. It depends on the person, how much body fat you have. Just like a 13-year-old that has like hardly any body fat and they haven't gotten their cycle for the first time, it's probably because of that, in my opinion. But and like people who like work out a lot and
but Alexee was a cheerleader, so she was fit. She was constantly working out, constantly moving around. And so whenever she started getting bigger because of her pregnancy, it showed up all in her belly. I mean, it literally looks like she's got a basketball underneath her shirt.
I don't know how anybody on the team, I saw those, and I grew up competitively cheering and everything. That's when I saw those videos. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah, no, it's so noticeable.
Well, just like Tammy just said, felt my baby doing flip-flops in me. My third one was my biggest, and it was so terrible. But even with my other ones that were 8 pounds, they were pretty good sized babies. From, the 6th month at the latest, I mean, they were flipping and jumping and kicking. How does she explain if she thinks that we're going to believe her? How could you believe her? Because anybody who's been pregnant, even if you haven't had any of the other symptoms, you're going to feel moved.
I'm surprised nobody's like all these people that do all these interviewing. I'm surprised that they haven't interviewed anybody on the team or the cheer coach or anything.
Oh no, they've talked to her friends are the ones. There's multiple of her friends that said that she damn well knew, because they had been discussing baby names. And apparently whenever they, because they named the baby Alex after the mother that took his life away, which is disgusting to me. But that's apparently also the name that she had already been telling her friends she was going to name the baby. So yeah, she had been having conversations with people, and she's still sitting here trying to act like she didn't know. But people are out here like, no, girl, we talked about this.
So Alex was her mom's original name for her brother?
Not that I don't know.
Who did you just say that took their life? Like, go back just a little bit.
Okay, well, baby died, and dead baby's name is Alex, right? And mom's name is Alexee. So they named the baby after the woman that murdered him.
Okay. I thought you were trying to say.
I find that wildly inappropriate.
Can you guys see what's on the screen? That's the article about that, what you just brought up.
See, yeah, and people have been saying that they had talked about that. So, and that's why I don't understand why she felt like she could hide it. It's not like everyone was going to lie for her. Eventually, the truth was going to come out, and it came out rather quickly.
I'm going to have to look more into this. I saw that CrimeSleuthin was live, and I saw that you were on there, Jules, and it was like something like a little story that just popped up that I just wanted to bring up. I'm going to look more into that because I've been deep into the Idaho 4 and other cases.
That
me too. I've been watching that too. But if you've been watching that,
so I dipped my toes into this and stuff. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're fine. So yeah, I mean, everybody's totally obsessed with Idaho 4. But I've been trying to cover this one as well because you have lulls between hearings and all that,
Yeah.
And I also just picked up the Rivera case in Texas I'm covering as well. The DUI driver that ran into 3 people on a golf cart and they're all gone.
Yeah, the one that I saw your video on that. It's so sad.
Is that the one where it was their wedding day, right after a wedding, or no?
No, this is a second story with a golf court girl. That's a whole other one.
There's so many cases, and that's the thing is I've just been getting really anxious just because there's not much more sleuthing. I think a lot of us or anybody can do based on facts without just waiting for actual documents and things to happen. And there's so many other cases out there. So that's why I've been slowly like, not clicking on the ones that are, because I don't want to hear all these other opinions when they're not even like on the same realm of how I think. I'm a critical thinker. Like I think left field, but I'm not trying to completely go out there. I'm not trying to, I don't have time for that.
Yeah, it's more like speculating off of the black and white documents just to try to figure out what's actually missing. Yeah.
Oh, you guys, look at this. This is one photo I hadn't seen.
Oh, wow. Look at the difference.
Look how little she was.
Yeah, but you know what? On the right, she doesn't even look pregnant to me.
Well, that's because she's facing the camera.
I know.
Yeah,
isn't that crazy?
But to me, I can see roundness on that one.
But like to anybody else, they might just think she might be like.
Well, until she turns sideways, because
that sideways is no joke.
And that's why I was asking earlier if we could try to maybe figure out if her position on the cheerleading team changed, because she seems like a tiny person.
Oh my God, that one on the right.
And then all of a sudden we're seeing her on like the bottom of like the pyramids whenever they're moving people around.
A main base. So she was a base. So I was a main base. So I held up the stunt. But if you're a base, that means you're solid. So you have to be placed with other people that are solid. So
okay.
Like so, and then the back spotters are usually tall. So what was she before, a flyer or a back spot?
I don't know. That's what I was wondering, if we could find out if her position had changed at all during this.
I'll look that up, Jules. I bet you it did change. I bet you she was a flyer or a back spot.
Hey, if you find out, would you let me know?
Yeah, I'll let you both know. Absolutely. I grew up doing
because that would tell me that they definitely had, at least some sort of idea something was going on if suddenly her position changed.
Something.
Yeah,
because as a back spot, you have to catch the flyer basically in your gut. Your arms, like imagine your elbows to the sides of you, and your arms, your wrists are straight forward. So it's like that kind of a drop all the time in practice. So there's no way that she was back spotting anymore. And if she was flying, I highly doubt, because you have to suck in, you have to almost like when somebody like your children or something, they don't want to be picked up, they're dead weight.
Yeah.
So you can be dead weight as a flyer, or you could literally be like 130 pounds and weigh like 95 because you suck in your weight. There's a way to do it. So, but it doesn't matter if you have another child in you, you can't suck that in.
So, and see, this picture disturbs me so much because they're just here like nothing happened, everything's awesome, I'm not pending a murder trial.
I'm gonna look into that.
12. This is her 12 weeks after.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she went to prom.
Yeah, and that's apparently the father of the baby.
She's been arrested and all that, though, right?
She's out on bail right now.
Yeah,
she's definitely gonna be. There's no way that she's not gonna do time, guys. Right? Like, there's no way.
Yeah, I don't see them not holding her accountable to a degree.
Yeah, she definitely. She's an adult,
Yeah, she was 18.
What state is it?
Oh, here we go. This is something I've been looking for. On April 21st, he contacted this funeral home in reference to the baby doe case. I asked them if there was any report of a burial or cremation of a baby in February. He stated that the baby was sent to Ballard Funeral Home in Roswell, New Mexico. Once the baby was cremated, he stated that the remains of the baby were sent to the mother. I asked if it would be possible to get copies of all the paperwork involving the baby. They stated they would have to get with the manager. So they did.
Was cremated.
Wow.
It's in New Mexico.
Well, every state's different, and I know this is like a sensitive subject, being that there's been other platforms out there that have unfortunately abused that right. you guys know where I'm getting at? I don't want to like say things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have another little story for you. So one of my good friends growing up, he was like my childhood boyfriend, right? We only dated a certain amount of time, whatever. We went to high school. We both went our separate ways. He actually was a kind of like an informant in the army, right? Type of thing. He was in special forces. And we met up like a couple years after high school and whatnot. And he was like tweaking, like the things that he was saying was freaking me out because he was so freaked out that people were listening and what he saw.
Oh no, she just suddenly dropped off. I'll see if she. Yes, I'll see if she pops up backstage again.
Okay.
Yeah, these some of these pictures were in January, right before, like this one. Was right. Yeah,
for sure. Yeah, that belly's out there.
These are before she got pregnant here.
And look how straight as a board her stomach looks right there.
Yes.
Yeah.
She was tiny. And I'll take this opportunity to say again, thank you all for joining us tonight. If you've missed anything, go back to the beginning where we showed you what we spotted in the hospital footage. So you can see that. Let's see. But again, thank you so much for coming. Please hit that like button for me, like and subscribe. Really appreciate you guys very, very much. Kathy, yes, they determined by autopsy that he was.
Yeah.
So, yes. Hey, Richie. Good evening. How are you doing? Now, my StreamYard is not working right, so I hope I haven't missed anybody saying anything to me. I don't know why StreamYard is doing this to me. I wrote it down, and I'm going to check it out. There's another service that's like StreamYard, but I hear it's even better, and it's a little bit less expensive. I'm definitely...
She said her phone died. That's kind of what I thought happened.
Oh, okay. Yeah, mine doesn't.
But isn't there only two? I mean, I haven't like looked at the like associated things through the your YouTube dashboard where you hook up all that stuff. Isn't there only two streaming services that are connected to YouTube, or is there another one that you can connect to YouTube that's just not listed?
It might not be listed because I also use you can use OBS and Prism. And they both connect to your YouTube, but they're not listed on YouTube.
Oh, so there's other ones. Okay, well maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well StreamYard is the reason why it makes me nervous, so maybe I'll check these other ones out.
Yes, Delana says everyone go show Jules some love. Go make sure you join and subscribe at her channel as well. I have 4 new members tonight, and I really appreciate you guys joining over here. Love you all. Let's see, I'm not good at that, like plugging myself stuff. I just never have been good at it. Like, you love me, you really love me.
Yeah, it always makes me feel uncomfortable.
It feels weird, doesn't it?
It does. It super does. That's why I just have like little things in my ending of my video, like in my little outro. Like I can't bring myself to say anything. It just feels too strange.
I know. It's really weird.
Awkward. Yeah.
I don't like it.
You just gotta get used to it, but I just can't.
But not me, Melissa. Okay. So I see how you are.
Melissa.
Yes, Delana, so true. Her mom had to have been Helen Keller to not know.
Yeah, that's just, if we wouldn't have had that footage of that conversation of, we talked about this, or I told you this, like I maybe could believe her a little bit, but no, not after hearing that. There was conversations about discarding of that baby. For sure.
KA's back.
Hi. Hey. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine. No worries.
You go ahead, Jules. You're just in the middle talking.
Oh, no, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay. What did I last leave off? Do you guys remember?
and it looked like you tried to hide it.
Are you kidding me? Of course I don't remember.
Okay.
I honestly can't recall either.
I do. I just wanted to, I didn't know, because I look at my phone and it was black. I'm like, well, that's great. I don't know how long I've been talking. So what I was trying to say is, okay. So I said I didn't want to say things out loud that triggered anybody onto any like other platforms. I got in trouble for certain things because they abused having being able to receive certain information about people that passed away and whatnot. So this story about this guy that like I grew up with, and he was like, I had a crush on my, like, growing up, and after high school, like I met up with him. I don't know if you guys heard this part. I'll just say it really fast. He was in the army. He was in special, like, I'm not going to go into details, but he had very bad PTSD, all this kind of stuff. And, so I grew close to like and his mom and everything. But he had like 5 kids. He was married a couple times, this, that, and the other. Right. So he passed away. He's my age. So he's 34. He was doing a Zoom call. Right. And he had this whole team, and cause he's a civilian, cause he's not in the army anymore type thing. Cause, yeah. So anyways, he basically dropped dead, trigger warning, sorry, in a Zoom call. Right. And his wife,
my God.
Yeah. And his wife would not let, like, she was like one of those people that was not like, didn't let him and his mom have a good relationship like they always have. Like, mind you, her son was in special forces in like Afghanistan, all this kind of stuff for years, right? And like, so because she was married to him, she didn't know her rights. And this just happened. I have goosebumps right now. This just happened 6 months ago when she was texting me, and I called her because she was so upset that she only had his death certificate. And I was like, why? What do you mean you only have his death certificate? Like, did he have, like, he just dropped dead in a Zoom call. Like, there's no way that he didn't have an autopsy. Why would his wife not have an autopsy done? Like, that's very odd. He had no health conditions besides major PTSD, because obvious reasons, So she's just like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, do you know where he was, where was he taken? And she gave me the number, and I kid you not, girls. Okay. I called this number, and I literally have receipts. I'll send you the email. I called this place, this funeral home, and I said, my good friend passed away 2 years ago. The mother has not had the wife at the time would only give her the death certificate and won't tell her the cause of death. And she doesn't know what to do. Is there a way that she can call and get this information? Because she needs closure. It's been 2 years. This is complete bullshit type thing. And he's like, yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me run downstairs. And he asked for his name and whatnot. And he came back upstairs and answered. I could tell I was on hold. He didn't even put me on hold. He just set the phone down. And he's just like, so all she has to do is log on and blah, blah, blah. And then check that she is, a family member. It's like $34 or whatever. And they'll email you his cause of death, his toxicology, all of that. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, right? So I got the Mac Daddy package. It was like $49, toxicology, everything. If there's a toxicology, I'm pretty sure there was an autopsy. So are you guys still there?
Yeah.
I'm not muted.
We're listening. We're listening. We're here.
No, I was like, oh shoot, I'm talking to myself again.
No, you're good.
So girls, I'm not kidding you. 24 hours later, after me paying for this, I had everything sent to me. Everything that was in a system.
Oh, you just went low. You just.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, yeah.
Within 24 hours, I had the full report sent to me. Everything that was in his system, everything that was wrong, talking about all of his rhythms, all of his everything sent to me.
So all you had to do is go onto like a portal and basically
yeah.
So they didn't have to verify proof of.
They did not verify it, and I thought they were going to deny me. So I did it for her. I wasn't doing it for me. I didn't even want to read it.
That's still interesting. That's pretty interesting that you don't even have to prove your relation.
Thank God there's no photos.
Oh, you went muted again. It's like something goes in front of your microphone.
You know what it is? I think. Am I here again?
Yeah, I can hear you, but then you went out again.
You know what? It's when my phone switches to horizontal to vertical.
Oh, okay.
That's weird. I'm just going to keep it horizontal. You can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm like those old commercials. Yeah, it's interesting. So this was in Alabama. So I don't know. Every state must be different.
Yeah, and that's what makes a lot of this stuff so complicated to try to like keep track of, is because you'd think, you know, we'd have at least one, you know, set of rules that don't change regarding of, you know, difference of state, but every single state is different with pretty much everything. The layout that that their forms are in are usually different, so you have to learn them all over again to try to make sure you're not missing anything. Yeah, it gets to be a lot whenever all these different cases start coming together.
And I know it's like a touchy subject because like, and I'm so glad that that there was no photos or anything attached. I mean, the details enough for enough on its own enough, but it gave the mom closure that he literally, there's still questions, but it was basically like a heart attack, but there's underlying condition or underlying issues of what was in his system. Because whenever the problem is that since she was married to him, she doesn't have she can't get the medical reports. So there was fentanyl in his system, but that was to help her. I don't know what that's for, but it's I think to keep you from furthering or pain and stuff. So but I know he wasn't taking fentanyl, but there's other stuff.
Did you just say that because she's not because she was married?
Yeah, she won't.
That would be, but that would be the legal reason why she would be the one that all that stuff would legally be able to be disclosed to instead of his mother. If they were legally married, that makes mom null and void. That's weird.
No, they wouldn't tell his mom, but wife wouldn't disclose it.
Oh, so the wife was hiding it from the mom.
The wife wouldn't disclose nothing but the death certificate.
Oh, so the poor mom was the one that needed the closure?
Yes. That's
the other way around.
No.
Wow.
Like,
how rude.
I don't even know his wives, like, and all that stuff. We were childhood boyfriend and girlfriend, nothing serious. And then after high school, which was 15 years ago, like I went up and I saw him, and he had major PTSD because he was in Afghanistan, and like he pressed a button, basically, to say the least, special forces. And after that he got remarried, had a few more children, and he had this whole group. I don't know what kind of business he had, but he changed his life and he was like happy. He was feeling better and all this kind of stuff. And then, he dropped down like in the middle of the Zoom. And now that like I follow true crime, I think back and I'm like, how did you not know? How did you not hear your husband if you were at home too? Like, how would you not hear that? Somebody sitting at a desk,
Well, there's been a lot of died suddenly types of situations that, lead back to one main culprit.
Yeah. But needless to say, I was just throwing it in there that you can, see, like, I don't even know what CrimeSleuthin was talking about that made me want to bring up that, you can in certain states look up toxicologies and stuff. But I mean, I would only do it for personal reasons, for family and friends. I wouldn't do it to publicize,
Yeah, but I think they had already released the baby's toxicology, because that's how we saw that the baby had that diet pill, ingredient in its system at such a high dose, or what looked to be a high dose anyway.
Phentermine.
Yeah, and I'm gonna look more into how that's prescribed out, or however, because if the articles are labeling it as a prescription, that tells me there's probably another doctor that probably shouldn't be practicing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey guys, it is 10:15, so I am 10:15 in my time. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up for tonight.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna do another on this next time.
Well, thank you for having me.
Stuff coming out, and like I said, I'm gonna talk to her attorney again tomorrow. So
that's cool. Well, I'll keep you girls posted if I find anything out as well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. It was great talking to you.
Okay, it's nice talking to you too. Thank you for letting me come up, and I'm sorry about my call dying. But you girls have a good night.
Absolutely.
Oh, you too.
Thank you so much for coming up.
Thank you. No problem. Bye.
All right.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and jump down so you can say your byes. I'm glad that you asked me to come on here, because like I said, I tried to cover this case and YouTube would not let me put my video up. And then it kind of faded away, and now stuff's coming back again. So I'm learning a lot coming on here and talking about it with you that I honestly just wouldn't know.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Yeah, it's
All
crazy.
right. Well, I'm just going to say goodnight to everybody and hit the road. My dogs are in the room now, so I'm terrified they're going to bark. I'm going to let you guys go, and I will see you again next time. Thank you all for coming in. And, oh, that popped up just in time. Thank you so much for joining tonight. Again, just hit the like button for me on your way out. And have a lovely evening, everybody.
All right,
Thank
bye,
you,
everybody.
guys.
Bye.
Good night. See you next time.